I just had 2 bites back to back and let it run and then never hooked the fish. So I'm just making sure this fish eats my bait. There it goes. What's up, guys? Good morning. Darcizzle and Pudding coming at you this morning. We're a fishing couple here in South Florida, and this is the video number 3 of our Florida Keys adventure series down here in the beautiful lower Keys, particularly right here in Big Pine Key. And today we are going to be using the fish angler app to our advantage and heading out into the backcountry, which is basically the Gulf side, not the ocean side, and getting way up back in there to a couple different areas that are supposed to be really great fishing spots. And we haven't been there in a couple years, so we're going to kind of navigate ourselves into there and hopefully catch a lot of fish.
All right, Darcizzle, after some trials and tribulations.
We made it. Got stuck a bunch of times. Trying to navigate in the backcountry is just a little nerve-wracking, but we have made it. We're here. Look at all the bait. Oh my goodness.
This is just one of our favorite spots in the Keys. Friend Kevin showed it to us.
Slow it down so I can put it all the way down.
Yeah, down the Gulf side. Just pretty much straight.
Beautiful.
North of Big Pine.
We made it.
And yeah, you know, in the Keys, if you're going to backcountry, you have to expect to run aground. So just be ready. And you know, I don't know what kind of gauge you have in your boat. I only have like one of those, like 2 gauges. One of them has like a ton of different modes. And so you're gonna put that mode on water temperature.
Yeah.
I don't know if you usually keep it on volts or RPMs, but you're gonna put it on water temperature. And when your engine starts overheating, that's when you turn it off and put on your trolling motor. It's a little good advice.
Yes.
Sorry.
All right, getting a bite here. Just letting this fish run with his bait because I just had 2 bites back to back and let it run and then never hooked the fish. So I'm just making sure this fish eats my bait. There it goes. Circle hook, and it pulled again. All right, so that's telling me that I'm getting some bites, but my bait might be a little bit on the big side, and the chum is starting to go out here. We're starting to see some kudas behind us, so it's only a matter of time before we actually hook up, but you can see right here that this fish just circled back. You see how my circle hook is like turned around in the bait? So the fish did that, and that's why he never got hooked. You can see he's all tore up, so something definitely tried to eat him. Well, let's get a freshie and see what happens. Feel him. I have my finger on this braid. Ooh, running with it now. I'm gonna let him eat it. Just gotta figure out what the fish want sometimes. They eat it right away, or they want to swim with it and eat it. Tight.
Nice.
Reel them up, just in case the kudos. Really? You? That's funny.
What do you got?
It's a snapper. I think that's a schoolmaster.
Really?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Slightly different. Looks kind of like a mangrove with the lines here on the eyes.
Pretty.
But with the yellow tails, that's not a mangrove, obviously. And look at this growth.
Hold them horizontal so we can see them. He's so pretty.
Yeah, let me get the hook out. There he is. And check out that weird looking growth. See it sticking straight out?
Yeah.
Ew. But cool fish. First fish of the day. I think that's a schoolmaster. I could be wrong. Not a dog snapper, but a schoolmaster. All right, guys, so we're gonna cut the hook here and let this fish go. But I will be posting a fishing report of this area on the Fish Angler app. Let's just throw them back in. So that way you guys can come out here and do this too, and I'll post the series of what we caught here. And hopefully, obviously, the fishing is just beginning, but there's a lot of big sharks here, big barracudas, wide variety of snapper. You basically catch everything you want right in this one spot. Really cool, and that's why Fish Angler is so amazing, because all of us get to share the information together and help all of us catch more fish, whether you're a very beginner fisherman or angler to an expert. You know, Fish Angler is for all of us. So you guys gotta make sure you follow me on there. Whoa. Trying to get rigged up after I cut that hook out. And sure enough, our dead bait rod just goes off. Oh, I hope he's over the anchor. Going forward, follow your fish. Going out into the flat. All right, so hooked up on another fish just like that. Have all these lines out, and this current in the chum is really just starting to move, attracting fish over to our boat right around this point here at Content. Ooh, I don't know what it is. Big stingray, holy cow. Keeping himself on the bottom, that's what it is. Fighting a huge stingray. It's just got color of him. That's why he's staying down deep. And when he ran out into the flat like that, you know, I wasn't sure what it was because I didn't see a dorsal fin shark would have. He's keeping himself straight down.
All right, I'm gonna try and handle this darn stingray. This is always fun. Bring him in.
Brian wants to bring him on the boat.
Well, I want to try and get his hook out if I can.
You're not gonna use a net?
The net?
Well, do you think you can lift him?
I think I should use the net.
Put your fingers in it behind his eyes right there.
No.
Put him on the boat. He ain't gonna fit in there. So huge.
He fits.
Woo! Look at that monster. Wowee. This thing is massive.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Woohoo! All right. All right.
Woohoo! We did it. We did it.
All right.
Good job. He lives.
He's fine.
Totally fine. What do you think about that?
He's right there.
Yep. Swimming away.
Nice. Nice job, Darcizzle. Not really the target species, but it's fun to catch different stuff out here. And
That's the biggest stingray we've caught in a long time.
yeah, biggest one in a long time.
Didn't really want to handle him too much because we wanted to release him.
Yeah, we got those spines in the back, you know, like Steve Irwin experienced. So nice job, Darcizzle. I wanted to touch base on that fish angler wrap again real quick. I don't want to harp on it too much, but you know, Darcy always posts her catches on there, but it also has, I know we've been sponsored by them for like 2 years, but I literally just started playing with it more, and I have this, they have like layers, right? And you press this little button up on top, which is a standard layer icon or whatever, and you know, then you can filter by catches, photos of catches, all this kind of stuff, but importantly, like for navigating and weather is, you can just turn on the buoys that are in your area, and you can look at the buoys. So really this morning what we did is, you know, we looked at the app, and you know, also we could find regular weather. So we saw that the wind was going to be dying down today.
Yes, finally.
Yeah, finally, right, Sizzle?
We're finally able to make it to the spot.
And I was easily in one location able to see like the buoys, you know, the NOAA buoys, for what the tide's going to be coming up here to the you know, the Gulf side of Big Pine. And we were able to see that the tide was going to be rising. So when you're in the flats, you know, it's super important that, you know, you pay attention to those tides, depending on what boat you have, of course. And so we want to come in here when the tide's going up. And then when it starts coming down a little bit, you know, we want to scoot out of here because it's the flats and we're not that familiar. So, you know, we drive around the highest tides, and then we, you know, and then we get a little more familiar, and then we can go on lower tide. But the app, it was just really helpful. All the information is in one spot. And of course, you can also, we also looked at the, what Darcy loves is the moon phases. Mm-hmm. And that's a layer on there too. So super helpful all in one place. You just got to learn how to navigate it, which, you know, anyone can learn in 2 minutes.
Right. Instead of having like 5 different apps, you literally have it all in one app.
Yeah. And I know they also, you know, they're also into the, you know, I know we do saltwater, but they do a lot of freshwater stuff too. They're at the Bassmaster, you know, this weekend and stuff. So, you know, anyway, check it out. It's free. You can't lose.
The food is a mix of so many different cultures here.
The food here is so diverse, just like the people.
We have so much to use from the land, from the sea.
Literally.
Woo! Might be a cuda. What is it? Whoa! What the heck is that? Whoa! What did I just hook? Oh my God! That's sick! A shark just came up and tried to eat my keeper mutton! 4 pounds! Whoa! Sick. I didn't see any fish back here. Just casted it out quite a distance because, of course, you know, when you have your chum out, the fish come back here and eat your chum, and it's usually the smaller fish that are closer to the boat because they're dumber. And of course, the bigger the snapper, the smarter they are, so they stay further back. But look at that. In the backcountry, we just landed a keeper mutton snapper. Just like you guys know, back home, I love catching these guys. Always nice to see them show up in the Florida Keys as well. And that was a really fun fight on light tackle. Really nice to see a keeper mutton back in the backcountry. But again, we're gonna post exactly where we caught this beautiful fish on the Fish Angler app. Heck yeah! That is so cool. We'll double check, but he's probably like 19.
Yeah.
That's sick. That's our first mutton at this spot.
Yeah.
Wow. Beaut. Circle hook right in the corner. Just wasn't going anywhere. The shark literally came up too at the last second.
And Sizzle, what are you using? Your same bridge setup from last night?
Yes, exactly. Tiny little 4-aught circle hook here, as well as a 20-pound fluorocarbon leader. And you can see I've got 2 split shots on there as well. But that's what it takes to get these bites. These fish are very smart, especially in the backcountry that we have a lot of clear water. I can see the bottom, so these fish can see exactly, you know, that line and stuff. So 20 pounds seems to do the trick lately, and we're catching them. Beautiful. I'll double check, but I'm sure he's good.
Yeah.
Nice. We only have a couple more hours of this tide before we gotta leave because then the tide's gonna fall and we don't want to get stuck out here in the backcountry. This is our favorite part of the Florida Keys so far. Mine too, but Brian mentioned it the other night and I totally agree with them. It's just really exciting to see all this beautiful ice in here because at the house we're staying at, they have like an unlimited supply of a fish or ice machine, which hopefully one day I need to invest in. But for now, it's a very expensive machine, so I'm not gonna do that. But I'm gonna go ahead and bleed him because we're gonna have a delicious dinner tonight. Clean and cook this bad boy. 21 inches long, they gotta be 18, so that's a really nice backcountry mutton. I like to bleed them while they're alive. You can just rip the gill plates with your knife right here. I actually have like a gut hook on this Smith knife, which is awesome. And just rip it like so. And then you can also cut them right here too. But the gut hook works well. You know, I just cut that gill plate right there and then same exact thing, just get it up in there.
Show him how you can cut it too.
Hold on to his eyes. Yeah, and then right here you want to cut right here. Like basically cut the throat. And you see he's already bleeding out. You don't need to go all the way through, but I did. All right, so he's gonna bleed out. That's gonna be a nice, delicious mutton snapper fillet. And on the ice he goes. We'll bury him in a second, let him cool down, let him bleed out. Let's get some more fish. Nice start. Hooked up again. This feels like a shark.
Should be a shark, it's a dead bait.
Yeah, I can feel it head shaking like a shark.
Is it a
All
noob?
right, we're gonna land this one quick.
Oh, he's a little bigger. Ow!
You okay?
Yes.
Got the hook back.
Yeah, the hook popped.
Perfect.
Hook popped out and hit me in the hand. And then bounced
And you went, ow!
bounced off my knuckle and hit me in the head.
Boys are so,
Dumb.
everything is so painful. Ow! Ow, it hurt me. Like last night in the last video, the mangrove bit his stomach.
That.
He like screams, ow, so everyone can hear him.
Men need sympathy.
And he doesn't have a mark on his belly.
How would you know?
Because I looked yesterday. And he bit
You know,
you.
men act like babies because women don't give us any attention, and we need coddling. You don't understand. It's not that hard. It's not that easy to be tough as we are all the time, and we need a little love.
Men are puppy dogs.
And so we try and get a little compassion and empathy. And no.
Men are puppy dogs.
Comment below, fellas. My knuckle hurts a little bit.
Put more sunscreen on your hands.
It's true.
I don't know. You want to do a different area, or?
Yeah, we could probably move.
Sound like we got those 2 snappers, and then the rays and nurses got so thick that like
Yeah.
they're not, can't get it to those other fish besides the rays and nurses, and these fish that were behind here are not here anymore. They haven't been here.
Yeah.
So it's like something
I
happened.
think the current's actually slowing down now. It's almost noon. It looks like we still have the current, but
You
the thing
wanna-
in the Keys is, the thing in the Keys, and just like it's starting to be in Jupiter and Stewart, you put out chum to attract fish, and then you get some good fish, but then the sharks come and eat all your fish.
Honestly, so we really just got lucky with that keeper mutton snapper, and then kind of, we got stuff you'd call crap fish, but at the same time we're having fun following our dreams. So
yeah, and this is, we had to have a lot of memories in this particular location because it's one of the first times we've been way back here. Our friend Kevin Rowley from Tighten Up Charters took us back here.
yes,
And then we took Darcy's dad back here before he passed.
yes,
It's really one of our favorite spots.
Connor.
Connor. It's a little breezy right now. But it's still beautiful. And then we always catch fish here too,
Yeah, can't complain.
like we did today.
Do you want to get closer to the mangrove edge there and look, and you just
I don't
want to
know.
leave? We can go over there too.
I think it's gonna be more of the same.
All right, guys, we are back at the fish camp, and it's time to fillet up the beautiful mutton snapper that I caught, which was just a crazy catch. I love catching muttons, but also just goes to show you that these deep sea fish that are supposed to be in the ocean are also back in the backcountry and on the flats. And our buddy Kevin catches redfish and snook, cobia out back. I don't know about how much triple tail are out there, but again, just shows you that these fish are both places, backcountry and offshore. Just getting my knife nice and sharp here. Filleted a bunch of fish the other day. You guys watched that mangrove video. Hopefully you did. You had a great time that trip. But here we go. We're gonna fillet this mutton. Not a bad sized mutton. It's actually perfect for the 2 of us to eat. Put it in an eye, put him behind the camera. So really, no complaints. And then we're gonna use his carcass for hopefully some dead bait for some tarpon or chum or whatever. So just sticking it right in, make the cut, and always angle it. I always like to say this over and over, but you wanna angle it up to the head. So that way you get as much head meat as possible. So just make that cut all the way in.
И он успех. И он полет. И он энергия. И он чувство.
И он. Life is on.
Самые важные моменты становятся ярче, если добавить к ним наши эмоции. Эмоции от встречи с друзьями, самыми верными. Эмоции от первых шагов, маленьких, но важных. Эмоции, которые не хочется пропустить. Honor 50. Добавь эмоции с функцией мультивидео.
And we bled this fish too, if you remember, so we got that cut right there, so we'll see how the meat looks. But the meat looks great no matter what, whether you bled the fish or you didn't bleed the fish. And lately these days, I've been bleeding most of my fish. It's just been a thing I've been doing. And I don't really know about a huge difference other than the taste goes, but I do see a difference in the meat as far as less blood and less of a bloodline in the fish when they're bled. All right, just angling that knife in there. We're gonna get every ounce of meat off this bad boy. And I think Brian, the pudding, is gonna cook it on the outdoor grill. And hopefully you guys will be able to see some of these key deer, because Big Pine is known for the key deer in this area. And they only live on this key. And they're like little dogs. They don't get very big. They're really cool. Some of the bucks have antlers, I guess you would call it, or racks, right? Racks. And then I've heard too lately there's little baby deer around, and I have not seen them yet, but it would be really cool if they showed up. They usually come when you're cooking outside. So you might see we call them little dogs because they come up begging for food. All right, so there we go. Beautiful mutton fillet. Let's go ahead and just skin it. And like I said earlier,
We're not gonna skin it, we're gonna do it on a half shell.
oh yeah, I was about to go do this. Oh my goodness, sorry. Should I just take the bloodline out?
Yeah, take the
Or the bones?
Yeah,
Another way you can do this is just, actually, I don't know how this is gonna work too great, but I'm gonna give it a go. Outline the bones, even though we can just eat around those, and then angle my knife underneath. There we go.
yes.
Perfect. You get a little bit of that belly meat right there. You see that little skin? Just slab that off real quick. But not to say it over and over, but make sure you follow me on the Fish Angler app for a lot of great tips and tricks there that I don't share anywhere else. Just type in the search function Darcizzle and you'll see all my good information there. I'll also reply to you, so any questions, ask away. All right, there he is. Let's knock out the other side real quick, and then I'll meet you guys right over here for the barbecue.
Thanks so much for slabbing off those fillets, Darcizzle, and keeping the skin on the half shell. Welcome, guys, to another edition of Cook It with Puddin' Outside Big Pine Barbecue Edition. Sizzle, where's my fish?
Looks like I'm arriving at the same exact time. Fresh fish, anybody? Delivery?
Wow, what a coincidence that was, everybody.
Perfect.
Weird. All right, so going with our theme, ladies and gentlemen, of cooking simple when you're on vacation, because of course you could be in a location that you don't know anything about. You could be at a vacation house, on a trailer, camping, in a motel, you don't know. So we got a barbecue here, and we're gonna keep it super simple. Let me get started here real quick. All right. Oh, it's hot. I got it warmed up already because I'm learning something. And so we're gonna have a traditional barbecue. I got corn. So all I did was wrap it up in tin foil and just butter and salt and pepper in there. This is hot. You know it's hot? And when it's 90 degrees in the Florida Keys and you got your steaming barbecue in front of you. So we're gonna put these on here. I'm not exactly sure how long those take. And I cooked the fish, or as you saw, we had Darcy just do on the half shell. And you can cook any number of fish like this, okay? You could, particularly redfish, anything with a heavy scales on it, right? Like striped bass maybe for you northerners. And redfish is another well-known one. So I got the fish on here. I'm gonna do salt and pepper. Keeping it simple, right? Everybody has salt and pepper. Very simple. All right, then we're gonna coat it with some butter. I melted some butter. Look at this. Ooh, it's gonna probably start a fire. That's okay. The barbecue. That's gonna go down. Don't worry, everybody. So we're just gonna get that over on it. Right. All right. Now you always gotta have an acid. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry. It's got those hard scales. We're gonna use tomatoes today. You can also use lemon. Put those right on top. Right on top. Look at this. Awesome. Those are going to be delicious once they're cooked. And we're all set. Can you guys see that? I'm going to get the camera down a little closer. Look at this. Look at this. Nice, right? The fire went down. Don't worry. And we're all set. All right. I got it on medium heat. I'm going to leave this in here, I don't know, 5 or 10 minutes. Because we know fish cooks at 10 minutes an inch, okay? I think it's done. That's what done looks like. All right, I'm just gonna put these on a tray and we'll meet you at the table. We'll see what Darcy says. I'm having a little trouble. Again, you know, when you're on your own, you're roughing it, you don't have all the utensils you used to. So, you know, sometimes things are gonna get a little messy. Oh well, you know, that's how we roll over here, cooking with pudding. And then one thing I like to do is scrub the grill after this. You're gonna get all that stuff off. Give a quick thing with a wire brush. Don't forget to turn off the gas.
I'm gonna be doing this the whole
Hey, Darcizzle. It's super hot and it's flies.
The flies are like attacking us. It's crazy. And sure enough, the second I say that, like I want to film the key there for you guys, they're literally not here. Like the last, I don't know, week we've been here. Every night they show up at this hour, whether I have food or don't have food, and they're not here tonight. It's just so weird. So I apologize. But maybe Brian will throw in some B-roll.
Yeah, we got plenty of B-roll. And
literally one like bonked him like on his knee the other night, like begging for food.
I know you piners are feeding these beasts, and so because every time we come here, they get closer and closer, right up on top of you.
Yeah.
Like right next to you. It's almost scary.
They'll stand within 2 feet of you.
No,
Closer.
6 inches.
Yeah, they don't care about your personal space.
No, but I also got a little B-roll. This wonderful place we're staying at. It's just so Keys-ish, I guess. And it's like a fish camp. It's awesome. And of course, you can see it more in all the other videos in this series. You should definitely check those out. But how?
And of course, the fish is amazing. We should do more barbecued fish more often, but sautéed is just as good. But I feel like when you barbecue it, just kind of, like brings out different flavors of the fish.
Oh.
I don't know. It's interesting, like more the smoky
More
flavor.
smoky, and you can put.
And then you get like the oils seeping out of the fish. I don't know. It's good. You know, simple and good. And
Yeah, you know, we honestly at home have a really crappy barbecue, and this is a really nice one here actually. So maybe we just need to get into the barbecue, and that'll probably make it more fun for me and easier. Again, if
Somebody want to sponsor with the barbecue, let us know.
yes, please feel free.
But yeah, so this is an amazing meal, delicious. We're gonna like scarf this super fast because again, it seriously flies all around here. But we just want to give a special thank you to Fish Angler App for sponsoring this video. They've been great supporters of ours now for 2 years.
Yeah,
so love them. Again, check them out, please. And yeah, if you have any more questions, drop them down below. Anything else we talked about in the video will be down below as well. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed.
Is the corn done?
I have not tried it yet. I'm trying to eat the fish.
Corn's good.
Ooh, yummy.
All right.
Can't wait to eat the corn too. Perfect, simple, delicious meal. And now we're all ready to go fishing bright and early tomorrow morning.
Yes.
Yeah. So, thank you guys so much for watching this episode. We hope you enjoyed. I'm going to sit here and stuff my mouth, but I can't talking, so we're going to just wrap it up. But until our next awesome adventure, follow your dream
And keep on catching.
My ear's not open.
You're a terrible keys person.
That's lame.
That's so unkeys of you.
I know.
What kind of piner are you?
Come on, flies. Jeez.
Мини-печенье – максимум удовольствия от игры.
All right, guys. Ooh, he's swimming fast. You want to get the net?
Yeah.
Let's get the small net quickly. All right, gotta follow your fish, guys. Gotta follow your fish. Got a nice fish on. We're good, we're good, we're good. Get ready. Get ready. Wow, they're so strong. So crazy. Nice. That's a solid one, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. I'm excited. All right, we're not going to mess too much with the fish, guys, but today we're up here in beautiful Stuart, Florida, freezing my freaking butt off, and I could feel this fish nibbling my jig the whole entire time using a goofy jig. Let me pop this right off. That's a really nice pompano. Been wanting to do this forever and catch them on goofy jigs right here in the St. Lucie Inlet. And that is a beautiful, beautiful pompano. Look how beautiful. It's going to be so delicious. That's a stud too right there. All right, guys, but basically I want to get right back to fishing because there's schools that are coming through here in the area real quick. So let's see if we can get another one on here, and then I'll show you exactly what I'm using so you guys can come out here and do this too.
Nice job, Darcizzle.
Come on, baby. Whoa, they dart all over the place. This is how you lose them so quick. All right, here we go. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Here we go. Yes.
Woo!
Slaying it. All right, right back to fishing. Oh, got something. Got something.
I heard you.
They're right back there. All right, guys, hooked up on another fish. I think it's the target species. Yes, it is. Waiting for Brian with the net one of these days. I'm just kidding. Woo! They just take a scream and run. Look at that.
I'm a slacker.
They really pull hard. Like, it's just shocking how hard these fish pull. And they're the most delicious tasting fish ever. Fish! I got a fish! Commercial
These
guys.
nice commercial guys are helping us out.
Yeah, commercial guys are talking to us over here, giving us a little pointers. Come over here, babe. Yeah, woo! Nice. All right, just talking to those guys over there. Got another pompano in the boat. That's what's up. We're getting closer and closer to our limit here, and just really learning like how to do this, because we have tried this many times in the past and over the last couple of years, coming here during this time of the year when the pompano are running good, and just kind of paying attention to what the commercial guys do around here. And that's how you usually learn to catch more fish. Come on, dude, work with me. It's very slimy. Got hooked right here in the corner on the actual goofy jig, and that's a 3/4 ounce. And then this teaser kind of buried when he was swimming, which is no big deal. And he wasn't going anywhere. Double hooked. Dude, he's buried. Nice. Usually you land these fish pretty green. You eat it pretty close to the boat. There he is. It's a solid pound and a halfer right there.
Yeah.
Beautiful fish. So cool looking. Woo, he doesn't want to cooperate. There he is.
In the cooler.
In the cooler he goes. That is pompano number 4 for me.
Get my food out of my cooler.
All right, let's get back on these fish. Woo! Nice one. They get all pretty and golden when you land them. There's a couple nice ones there. Filling up the cooler, having a blast catching these guys, and like I said, just learning as we go along here. Ooh, he's hooked up again over here. All right, it's time to get on the back on the spot. You gotta keep moving as you drift and get back on these fish. Dude, look at the size of this pompano. Oh my God. Freaking huge. Dude, that's a sloth.
Oh my Lord.
Look at the size of that thing.
That looks like a jack.
Holy sh**. That's insane. I've never seen one that big. That's all day 5 pounds. You're welcome.
No problem.
That's
Whoa.
a trophy. That's a trophy. Look at that thing, y'all. Commercial guy's slaying it over here. Sick. You're welcome. See? Anglers help anglers.
There you go. Thanks, guys.
Sick.
Our pleasure.
Yeah, no worries. That's sick. I gotta get one. Let's go.
Gotta keep moving. It's a drift situation here in the inlet. We're done fishing. We'll give you a tackle time about exactly how we did it, all right? But right now you gotta stay on the bite and the tide.
Say it again.
I was talking to the people.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Tell them when we're done, we're gonna do a tackle time because we can't stop the fish right now. It's a bite, very tide dependent. We're switching from, it's a slack right now, high slack. And it's about to start going out, and the guys were saying that they've been biting the outgoing too, and usually it's incoming. But anyway, they bite both yesterday on the outgoing, so we gotta stay on the outgoing right now. At least for the top of it.
Getting hit again. I'm out of the zone, I'm sure. There we go.
Nice. Nice job, Sizzle.
Nice. I got the net. I'm gonna do it myself.
Are you gonna do it yourself?
Yes.
Just do it. Do it professional, like a fly fisherman. Let's see, Sizzle.
Like a fly fisherman, I'm gonna do it myself. Woo! Woo! He just jumped out of the water. He literally just came up and jumped, or it was probably part of my bending the rod there. But guys, the bite is turning back out, and look how gorgeous that fish is.
Oh yeah, he's nice and clean.
Really pretty
Oh,
clean
you're gonna
looking.
bite. You gotta move.
All right, guys, time to turn around and get back on these fish. And we're gonna show you exactly how we're doing this and post it on the Fish Angler app so you can come out here and catch your own big pompano. Right out here, cast as far as you can.
Nice.
Hooked up, come up front. Brian's got one now. Bite's on fire.
Hopefully.
It's turning on, it's turning on. Looks like it's it. Looks like it's the right species.
How do you know? You can't even see it yet.
Oh, there he is. Pretty. They're right on the surface. It's really cool.
Woo!
Pompano are a blast. They remind me a lot of like bonefish.
They remind me of permit.
Yeah, they're super
I
cool.
need a little more
looking.
drag on these.
Yeah,
the
Brian
permits.
is like spinning on his drag over here.
You're gonna use really light tackle with these guys. What are we using? 12-pound fluoroliter?
I have 20.
Oh, 20.
Yeah, I'm using
And
20.
you can use like 15. You can use like 15-pound braid. And these are nice light rod, man. The fish are gonna be under 5 pounds. 5 pounds is a monster. That one they caught, the one the commercial guys caught before was 6 pounds.
Huge.
Look at him permitting right now. He's going around a circle with his flat side.
Yeah.
And he's caught a little.
Get him in the net. Oh,
Oh, so like.
just kicked. He's side hooked. You gotta get him up.
So yeah, you can use 50-pound braid, really light rod. Like you can use like a bass rod. You can have a great time. They can fight 10 times harder than bass. This is a 3-pound fish. If this was a bass, he'd be in the boat 10 minutes ago. Woo!
Come on, bring that fish up.
I gotta get some more drag on this thing.
I don't know why he's still spinning on it.
Look, I'm a fisherman. I don't want to just drag him in.
No, that's a Guggen.
He's side hooked. Okay, he's side hooked. All right,
Nice. All right, I'm catching one.
we go catch him.
So much fun once you get on these fish. They bite good, and all colors of the goofy jigs work well. Brian's using a pink and
I'll show him.
chartreuse one, and I'm just using straight pink. They seem to like them all.
I'm not a baby. I got him with the pliers because he's like, just see how side hooked he gets? So that's the goofy jig, and we'll talk about it a little more tackle time, but we gotta get on the fish. See that?
Yeah, we got one.
Get it, Sizzle. What's net? No. Oh, you are crazy. Oh, my heart. All right, guys, we gotta start heading in there. Darcy's gonna clean these fish, and I'm gonna show you how to cook them. This is one of the most delicious fish that you're ever gonna get. That's why there's so many boats out trying to catch them. Yeah, they're really just delicious. And they fight like heck, and they're pretty common, so they're really a great fish. So now it's tackle time. We'll show you how to catch them. Now, I already told you about the rod and reel setups, some real light tackle, and you can just kind of have a great time, okay? And
Yeah.
we use
Nothing fancy.
Yeah, don't even fancy, like a BG, a Daiwa BG, or a Okuma Azores, like a 2,000 or 3,000 reels, all you need. And we use today with the Snook Nook. You know, we love the Snook Nook. And if you guys ever come down to Florida, Palm Beach, actually Martin County, right?
Yes.
Jensen Beach, go to the Snook Nook. If you're local, you know it's been there for 200 million years. It's almost like an historical attraction. It's right in the water too. You get it by boat. Anyway, you know our buddy Paul Spurko, he's making goofy jigs. These are called goofy jigs, right? And you can try different colors, and you're gonna tie them on with a loop knot. You guys know what a loop knot is, right? You can Google that, or we'll tie one day. But see, we got a big loop here, and you put one facing one direction and the other facing the other, the teaser, okay? And you usually have two different colors for these, right? If you want. And Darcy likes a big 4-inch loop, so it goes like this.
Yes.
And then you're gonna cast it out and hit the bottom, and you do like just a jerk pause, okay? It's almost like, it's like finesse fishing for you bass guys, right? It's like using a worm, right?
Yeah.
Or a flare hawk. It's the same thing, right? And you're gonna, they have different weights, and whatever weight matches the depth and the current you're gonna do. If you're not feeling the bottom, you're not catching a pompano, all right? So you wanna make sure that you feel it, rub it against the bottom.
Exactly.
And hitting, and then jerk,
Exactly.
pause, hits the bottom.
And then also just this whole rig right here, like slide that teaser back and forth. That teaser is going to go up and down in the water column, so when this hits the bottom,
Actually, do this to the
that
bottom.
teaser,
Like this. Ooh,
that
see,
teaser's
see?
going to fall, and it's going to fall slower. And for whatever reason, pompano love that and go crazy for that teaser that moves, and it kind of mimics a shrimp, they think, or whatever other, you know, like
Yeah.
mussels and oysters
these
and stuff they
crazy-
eat on the bottom.
I'm sorry, look at these crazy colors, so you whatever you want.
Yeah, and you're going to use whatever colors work that day, so you're going to have to constantly switch up colors to see what works. And today, for me, it was pink and white, and then I switched to yellow and chartreuse, and I lost a ton of rigs today.
Yeah, that's why I went this
And
one.
so now I have, this is the
Same
last of what I
colors.
have. Yeah.
Now, when you actually get the bite for the top, now I know how to fish, guys. I know how to book. I'm like a book fisherman. I can read and how to do it. But she actually does it. She has the touch. Tell us how you actually get the bite.
Yeah, you just cast it out, and well, I was just twitching once and then letting it pause, and about every 3-4 seconds you twitch it again, but very light twitches, just barely raise it off the bottom, and then you feel like a little nibble there, and then most of the time this fish was there, so then you just set the hook on them, and then they instantly pull drag, and that's a lot of fun.
Right,
and a few
it's
times,
the J hook, of course. So you got to give it a little jerk.
exactly.
Yeah.
And all of them were mostly hooked on the teaser, but some did end up eating the actual goofy jig or pompano jig, you would call it. And yeah, that's pretty much how you do it.
There I am.
Pretty simple.
I just learned how to use a camera.
Pretty simple.
All right, so when you get home, Darcy's going to clean them for you, and then we're going to have a delicious meal.
Yes.
All right, let's go.
I'm so excited.
Добавляйте нежность в каждый завтрак. Новинка – ореховая паста «Милка» с фундуком.
All right, guys, it's time to fillet our delicious Florida pompano, and I'm so excited to fillet this fish and have it. We just decided to do this as a sushi, fresh pompano sushi, and if you've never had it before, you're missing out. So I'm gonna show you exactly how to do this. I'm getting my knife nice and sharp with my diamond edge sharpener. You always want a sharp knife, especially when it comes to sushi here. So we're gonna cut it right on camera and get this beautiful fish filleted. And the cool thing too that I wanna announce too, on the website, I've got brand new Florida pompano pendants, sterling silver pendants that look exactly like the fish. How cool is that? And I know you guys love to catch pompano. Pompano is so relatable. You catch them up and down the beach here in Florida, and this is the time of year to go and do it. So if you're interested in these, they're on the website. Go check it out and you want to support my small business. Let's dive right in using my 7-inch blade today. We're going to go right behind the fins, but you want to make a 45-degree cut. Go back a little further. Up towards the head so you get as much meat as possible. Now these fish have a lot of head meat. You would be super surprised how much head meat is here. So we don't want to waste any of that, of course. Look how far you could go up there. That's insane. A lot of people just make their cut right there and then you miss out on all that extra delicious meat. So now we'll just follow that backbone right down as always, as any traditional fish. Just like so. This fish is easy to fillet, but at the same time I would say it's a more difficult fish to fillet because the skin is super thin. Also, it's easy to cut through their bones. So you can easily cut through to the other side if you're not careful, which is not a big deal, but it just makes your life a little harder. So now we're just gonna follow these bones. See, I almost cut through the other side. This knife is so sharp. Then they got a little bit of a raised spine bone here. It's not too big. And then just angle back down. And we'll slab off this beautiful section of meat here. Their meat is actually pretty firm and white once it's cooked, And I'm sure a lot of you guys have pompano and you want to go ahead and share some awesome pompano recipes with us. Go ahead and drop that down below. But they also have a good amount of fat content. So once cooked, they pretty much look white. And now there's rib cage bones right here too. Those do not protrude as much as like snapper or grouper or anything. So as always, it's like I like to say, don't cut through those bones. Leave the innards intact. Look at this fillet. Beautiful. Also, I would recommend when you catch a pompano to bleed it right away. I did not bleed this particular fish, which is not a big deal, not the end of the world, but go ahead and bleed it as usual. But see all that head meat we got out of there? I mean, we did not have any waste. No waste whatsoever. I don't know if you can hear that, but if you can hear the bones, that means you did a good job. Now let's get the other side knocked out. All right. So that fish is now done. Good job on that. You can see right through them. That means you did a good job. And don't forget, always get that head meat out of those fish. You'd be surprised. A lot of fish have so much head meat. Now we got our two beautiful pompano fillets. First thing we need to do, of course, is go ahead and skin them. And the skinning is also difficult, like I said, a little bit. So what you want to do is you kind of just want to go parallel with your cutting, whatever you're cutting on. So kind of keep your knife up a little bit, and I'm going to show you exactly why these fish have a dark line and dark blood on their actual skin. Even if you do bleed them, they'll still have this. So you're going to leave a little bit of meat on the skin, which is not the end of the world. You see right there, see how thin that is? That's not a big deal. We'll just knock that right out. But I cut through that pretty easily, and like I said, you just want to leave a little bit of meat on there, and you can see right here why we do that. It has all that fishy stuff right there, which you don't want to eat, particularly when you're having it as sushi. All right, so we're going to put this one to the side, and we're going to get our cutting board right here, and we're going to prepare him for sushi. So now I just want to go ahead and knock out that last piece of skin. We don't want to eat that as sushi. Sharp knife gets the job done here. And then the same thing with his bloodline. We're going to remove that bloodline completely. There's of course pin bones that go back to about halfway. So you want to get those out as well. And kind of angle your knife and get all that dark red meat out. Because like I said, it's not going to be good for sushi. And basically he's all set for sushi. All right, so we got our two loins, like I said. And so now what we're going to do is we got a top loin and a bottom loin. Now the top loin is going to be best for sashimi grade meat. The bottom loin is going to be, or belly meat, is going to be for sushi meat. So I'm going to show you two ways of cutting this up. We're going to use the same exact knife. Let's get it nice and clean. And then what we're going to do is, since we got head meat here actually, we'll just probably cut it like this. But you want to go at a 20-degree angle, and we're going to make bigger sized chunks, like I said, for sashimi. There's his head meat. That's going to be delicious. So you want to go at 20 degrees and just don't saw. Make one nice stroke, just like so. And that stuff right there, about 4 or 5 pieces of that, is going to be worth approximately $5 to $6 at a sushi restaurant. They'll sell it to you like so. So that's our sashimi. And then with our bottom belly meat, we're going to make that sushi meat. So now how we do that is we're going to make it thinner, of course, and we're going to go more to angle and just go one nice swipe. There's one. Start high enough, just like that. And then you want to have, when you cut these thinner, you want to make sure it bends over on your finger a little bit. If it doesn't, that means you made it too thick for sushi pieces. So that's actually a perfect piece. Same thing here. Thinner the better, especially pudding. Pudding likes it thinner. Oh, that's a nice piece right there. Make a few of these. We're going to eat it raw right now. Look at that. Delicious. Right. Let's go ahead and eat them right now for the taste test.
Did someone say taste test?
Time to eat, guys.
Ooh, all right, I got another.
It's gonna be delicious.
I can't wait for this, guys. You know I love sushi, being a fancy New Yorker, and I already planned. I got a little. We made some sticky rice inside. It's so easy. Just read the instructions on the thing.
Yes.
On the package, and there we go.
I got one more sushi.
Forgot my chopsticks, but we're just gonna eat with our hands.
No big deal. We're outside.
They're all saying you're not even rinsing that damn fish anyway, Darcizzle.
I rinsed the blade. I did it on a clean cutting board, so we're not even gonna rinse it.
Yes.
No, I
No, we don't
prepared
care.
this fish. He was honestly caught yesterday, and he's been in the cooler, ice and cold, and he's fresh pompano. Doesn't
Totally
get
fine.
much better than that. So we got beautiful sushi pieces and sashimi.
Mm-hmm.
You have little rice balls, maybe it's a little smaller than a golf ball. And then for your sushi pieces, what you want to do is take a piece of wasabi. This piece is actually going to be for Brian because Brian loves wasabi. And I rub it right on a piece of sushi that you want to put on the fish. Just like that. Is that too much for you?
No.
Okay, that's good.
I like it hot.
Brian likes it hot. I don't. And then you take it and you put it over the fish. And then you kind of just want to fold and turn, fold and press down on both sides. And just fold that around the fish, around the rice.
It's a sushi bowl.
And it's a
Ball.
beautiful presentation right there. I don't know if they can see that. But maybe you can just show them up close with B-roll or something.
I will.
Cool.
I did.
Cool.
And I can dip it.
And eat it. And I'm going to make my own sushi one with no wasabi.
That wasabi gave me some kick.
That's perfect right there. All right, here we go. This is my first pompano, fresh, raw pompano ever. Doing it live on camera just for you guys.
I've been eating it all afternoon.
Brian's been having it all afternoon. I promise you I had not. Here we go.
What do you think? Well, tastes like sushi?
Listen, you gotta have manners and not talk with your mouth open.
I'm from New York. I'm not familiar
Okay,
with that.
so unfortunately, from wiping that wasabi earlier, I totally just got that on my lip and it's killing me right now. But besides that, it is really good. I would say it's just a different texture than what I'm used to with like tuna, like blackfin tuna we eat a lot, and wahoo. But there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I mean, you can see it's
I'm
perfectly white.
Really shocked how good that is raw, y'all. Really good.
Yeah, different. I wouldn't, whatever. All fish and all proteins mostly, they're very bland if you eat them by themselves. No one eats chicken or any fish by themselves, not even shrimp or lobster, really. So it's not like a melt in your mouth. If you make it really thin, I assume it will, but what? It's not a melt in your mouth sushi, but it's a tiny bit more firmness. But I mean, but there's no fishy flavor at all. There's zero fishy, so that's one of the reasons it's sushi. So zero fishy, and it's just delicious.
Like I said, like this fish has high fat content, so it just had that pure piece of sashimi right there.
Right.
And he's right. It does not melt in your mouth like tuna or sushi wahoo, but it's more, a little bit of like, not crunch to it, but it's just firmer.
Yeah, slightly firmer.
And you can feel like
That's
a
all.
little bit of that oily, like texture, meaty stuff on your tongue. It's actually quite good. But
delicious.
Unique and different. And I just never in a million years would thought I'd be eating the pompano raw. I mean, it is really good. Really good. No joke.
I know.
Delicious. So I hope you guys get to try this, and if you have, man, so awesome that you guys are doing that because it is so good. And I just learned a thing or two as well, and how much head meat are in those fish, and how to blast catching them. And honestly, I can't wait to go do it again. So go ahead and drop a comment down below if you want to see more pompano videos. And of course, we got more epic content coming out real soon to you. We got some awesome fish lately on our boat, and just been having a blast here in Florida, following our dreams. Thanks to you all. So thank you so much for watching this.
Let me just mention the sponsors. Don't forget Smith's Knives. We do it at the end now. Don't forget Smith's Knives. She has a code 50% off.
Down below.
In the video description below. Check out Darcy's
down below.
nautical necklaces down in the video description below. And whatever else we use today. Of course.
Yes.
Land shark and fish angler, all that great stuff.
Any info that you would ever need is going to be down below if you're interested, y'all. So thank you so much for watching this video. We hope you enjoyed. Drop a like, drop a comment if you like us and love us. And until our next adventure, follow your dreams and keep on catching.
Исполняйте мечты близких вместе с Samsung Galaxy и получайте подарки. При покупке смартфона Galaxy Z Flip 3 дарим умные Galaxy Watch 4. Еще больше подарков от Samsung по ссылке.
What's up, guys? Darcizzle here, and in today's video, we go offshore fishing and we head out to catch beautiful deep water snapper, also known as vermilion snapper, and I'm going to show you exactly how to catch these guys on the hand crank, how to clean them, and how to cook them. This is vermilion snapper, aka beeliner, catch, clean, cook. Hooked up?
Yeah.
Holy cow! Ryan's hooked up just like that, guys.
All right, guys.
Woo! Real, Randall. keeping my line down. We're just out here, guys, fishing out of Stuart, Florida today. And it's been a while since we've been out here, like 3 or 4 weeks. And again, we're happy to be out here. We got a little break in the weather. So I'm gonna try to get over here and help Brian and see what we got on the line.
Woo!
Get him. What do you think you got?
I don't know.
Holy cow. Going
Mine just
straight
got
down,
sharked.
doubled over. Oh.
Just got sharked.
Getting worked over here. Gone. Yeah.
Get him, Sizzle, get him! All right, guys, Darcizzle's on the first fish.
Well, you had a fish too.
Yeah, I had a fish, but I lost it. You got sharked. But Darcizzle's on the real fish. Let's go, Sizzle.
Wait. Wait.
She's doing it.
Oh my God!
Huge glass!
Glide. What was it?
I don't even know.
Holy goodness. We gotta get faster.
I thought you were gonna grab the loop.
I was trying to bring the rod back. I didn't even see the Goliath following it.
We're in 75 feet of water. Freaking thing came up to the boat.
Yeah. No joke, dude. They're hungry.
Whoa, look at that shark down there.
Oh my God. Can't get a fish past him. Wow. No matter how fast you reel, that was a keeper.
He was close. He was close. Tell them what we're doing. We're doing something a little different.
Yeah, we're out a little deeper today. We're fishing Push Button Hill, which is a common spot down up here in Stuart, Florida. A bunch of boats out here, and we're like, why is everybody out here? So we decided to come out, and I'm dropping down a chicken rig to the very, very bottom, see if we can bring anything up. Hopefully, it'll be some delicious fish, but I'm not gonna jinx it yet.
Doing a little deep drop, hand crank.
Yes. My spool is going empty.
Definitely fish right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm getting hit. I'm getting hit.
Reel him in, reel him in.
I don't know if he's there now.
Keep reeling, woman.
Going in the rod holder to get him halfway up. Now I got a fish on. He just came back and ate it. Woohoo!
Nice.
Now let's make sure he stays on.
He'll be on.
And yes, I'm using the rod holder, guys. Don't yell at me, please.
You got 400 feet of line out.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring it up as soon as I just get it a little past the bottom. I'm also scared of sharks out here in the deep water. Goliaths, whatever wants to eat my fish.
What do you think it is? Is it gonna be a vermilion?
I hope so. I hope it's something I can eat.
That's what Puddin says. Come on, see, look at that fish up here. It's been taking you so long.
I know. Get my muscles warmed up. Oh, I got two. I got two.
Two.
Oh.
Beautiful.
Pull them up. Yeah, buddy.
Those are
That's
gorgeous.
We're about to limit out on vermilions. Check that out. So I had one on, and then I dropped it back down again, and I think that's when the big one came on. But we found the spot after losing quite a bit of rigs this morning and weights and just a lot of money worth of gear to the Goliaths and the sharks. We decided to come out deep, and that's what just goes to show you got to see like where other boats are fishing and what they're doing. And there was a good amount of boats out here, and we're just like, well, we should go try it out. So, and then we've been rigging up and dropping baits, and unfortunately I've lost a couple weights out here already and rigs already, but you know what? Paying off because we're learning a new spot, and we just caught our first ever beautiful vermilion snappers on our boat. Look at that.
Nice, those are pretty.
They're so pretty. That's a keeper. That's a keeper. That's a stud right there. They get a little bigger than that. But let's see what else we can get into. Heck yeah.
Let's see.
This guy got blown up. His eyeballs are
Yeah,
sticking out.
nice job, Sizzle.
Yay!
That's awesome.
On the hand crank.
Those are
400
pretty.
feet down.
Yeah. All right, nice job, Darcizzle. So this is a very popular spot out here for deep dropping and such, and trolling for tuna and things. And we're at Push Button Hill out of Stuart. And we can put that on the Fish Angler app, but it's gonna be on all your charts. And you can Google that. And I made up a chicken rig out of 40-pound fluoro that is just a loop on the bottom, two dropper loops spread out apart, and you can just Google how to do a dropper loop. And depending on the current, you know, we're using like a 20-ounce weight right now, and just mark some spots.
Yeah, so you just gotta change and move your weights depending on like what's happening. But for instance, like I was using a 16-ounce initially, and I just had a really long scope and a huge belly in the line, so that's when I decided to. Oh, you're not filming. You're not filming.
Yes, I am filming.
Oh, let me read it.
Keep going.
All right. Yeah, so when we first got here, I decided to start with a 16-ounce bank sinker, drop that down, and I realized the scope in the line and the belly in the line was way too much. You want it to kind of sink straight down with your braid on your main line. Braid cuts through the water better than mono, so always use braid when you're deep dropping. But after I realized that, I switched up my weight and we went to a 20-ounce and we caught some fish. So that goes to show you just got to constantly switch up the weights and figure out what works.
I'm ready to drop, Sizzle. And then she drops it, and I'm trying to keep the boat in the position.
The major just started.
Major just started. You can
Here we
find the moon phases on the first angle up, of course, as well. Actually.
Oh,
Nice.
there he is.
Nice. This is walking back.
There he is.
All right, want me to reel some?
I'll reel this and you reel next.
Oh, this looks like it's bigger fish. That's why she wants to reel.
See how you get fishing muscles, y'all?
That's how you get fishing muscles. Susie, wearing half a bikini. That's not allowed.
Too bad, so sad.
She's terrible. Sizzle, you didn't even put your fish away.
I know.
You know you're a real fisherman when you gotta like step over all the fish to catch more fish. That's commercial style.
That's commercial style. Exactly. It's coming up.
That's what he said. Yeah, I love Darcy. I don't know what the hell. I don't know what is mentally wrong with her, but she's the only person that ever laughs at my jokes, besides my sister, and likes my dancing. So it's true love.
There you go. 9 years.
Almost.
Color.
It looks
got
like
two.
two. Let's throw them back over here.
We got 3, 2. Oh, they're nice. Oh, they're nice.
Keep going down.
Oh, they're nice. Get them, baby.
Those are nice.
Oh, they're nice.
Those are lunkers.
Oh, dude. Heck yes. We figured it out, y'all. We figured it out. That's awesome. You're reeling up that 20-ounce weight in about 300 to 400 feet of water. And these are a quality vermilion snapper, also known as beeliner fish. And they are just the tastiest things out here. And so, so pretty. I mean, look how pretty they are. They like to live in deep water. You kind of have a black mouth in there.
Yeah. I get some good film on that.
Look how pretty.
Yeah.
So pretty.
Marking fish. Should be picking up soon.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Here we go.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
She's hooked up again.
We got one.
Keep reeling. Whoa, this got a little heavy there.
Oh, it's a stud, dude.
Yeah, I told you.
Freaking stud.
But it is a stud.
Oh. Yeah, buddy.
That's how pudding does it.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh,
Dude.
Dude, is this the biggest vermilion you've ever seen? I'm 8 feet tall. It's crazy. You fish?
And there's a fish on too.
Nice. In the rocks and the fish.
Oh my God.
Well, that's a lunker.
Get him, baby.
You got him.
Baby.
Jesus.
Gee whiz,
Look at the
dude.
size of these vermilions, bro. Is that one bigger than the other one?
I hope we have another 20-ounce weight.
Look at the
Holy
size of that freaking
moly,
vermilion,
dude.
bro.
Heck yeah. Need a new rig and a new weight? That's okay.
You need a rig. What's wrong with your rig?
It's ripped.
Oh, okay,
the
good.
weight's gone.
All right.
All the hooks are gone. Major moon phase going on right now. It's a stud. Okay, now I got one.
Okay, I got it. Tell us that. Oh, I got the clicker on?
Yeah, you hit it with your thumb.
Oh, okay. Want to get it for me?
trying to help me, and so he reels in the fish.
I'm not helping you. You're too weak. Girls can't reel in fish
You
for
gotta
400
catch your
feet deep.
limit, so keep reeling. I already caught my limit.
It's a tough taskmaster.
You can see all these boats. They're all right here. They're way closer than it actually shows.
That's a baby.
Baby. It didn't feel like a big one at all.
He's still 12.
Put it down. They're gonna come right by us. These boats are like right on top of us right now.
Yeah. They see Darcizzle catching the fish, and they gotta come over here. You got him enough?
Yeah, it's not big.
What?
It's not big.
It's okay, either am I.
Wait, no. I think he's gone.
What?
I think he's gone.
All right, put it down. Real.
I got him that time.
You gotta set the hook better than that, girl.
I got him that time.
Люблю этот звук. А этот еще больше. Кэшбэк пришел.
We're blocking our fishing from these guys behind us.
They're getting closer and closer.
Couldn't be any closer. They're just like doing my same drift.
You're gonna get our limit. Limit it out, guys.
So easy.
Limits.
Easy.
Here we go.
I see something. I see one. Nice, decent, medium one.
Oh, he's not that big.
It's
Thought he was a lot
medium.
bigger. That's okay.
Let's go. 2 more.
Oh, here we go.
There we go.
That's a nice one.
Whoa!
That's a nice one.
Real, Randall. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, so now I'm a jerk. The captain was just bringing the people over here to see Darcy, which I knew, because they're big fans, and now I'm an idiot. And then Darcy didn't want to switch rods, to, like mid-reeling, they'd bring it up because he thought that would make her look weak.
Yes. Ooh, it just dug really good.
I'm a bad person. Darcy's a nice one. I'm like an idiot. I'm from New York. I don't know what to tell you.
I do. Anything that we have to do that's like, I don't know, mean or have to be mean, I always have Brian do that.
Yeah, I have no feelings, like literally.
Don't tell them that. Me on the other end,
I'm not saying that, but it's like if someone's wronging you, I'm an attorney for 25 years in New York and like all kinds of offices, and like I just got no problem bringing the hammer down, and I don't get upset about it. I don't know. That make me a bad person?
Comment below. Fighting good.
That's a medium.
You're fighting good.
That is like a world record size, but for us today, it's a medium.
Yes. It's just medium. All right, so we got one more. One more, let's do this. We got it. So here's the rig and how we're baiting them and what we're using and all this good stuff. So make sure you have your trusty bait breaker knife, which is the best bait knife ever for your boat. Stays sharp for like ever. I've never sharpened this thing.
That's actually true.
It literally is true, I'm not joking. But check it out. You'll use my code Darcizzle15 with 15% off plus free shipping for the holidays. So we got our squid here, and that's just the thawed calamari squid that you buy at the bait shop, and take your knife and just run it straight down the middle. You're gonna make strips of squid, just like this. I learned this from Captain Pete, so shout out to Captain Pete. I know you're watching. And make that cut. We'll make another cut here. Now I have most of my hooks filled with bait right now, but I'm just gonna give you an example. So this is a J hook actually, or a big game hook, J hook from Mustad, 3/0. And you can see with these strips, what you're gonna do is, you don't want the vermilion to steal it. So the way you're gonna hook these is you're gonna run it on there, and then you're gonna back it, run it through there again, turn it around, and just keep doing that until you get it all on the hook and it's just buried on there. So that way you kind of rehook the strip multiple times, and it's harder for them to actually just take it off, because squid is the easiest bait for fish to steal. Then that's how you do it. And I also have another big game J hook on here. This is 40-pound fluorocarbon leader tied with dropper loops, and they're about a foot apart or so. You see right here, 20-ounce weight, and then we got those attached with our dropper loops. These are a little close, but you know what? It's working. And then we got a circle hook here, and you guys know how a circle hook works. Fish usually set the hook on that. So just gonna make sure that all these are rebaited, and then we're gonna drop it straight to the bottom. Oh, and don't forget, my leader is about 3-4 foot long, and then I've got a swivel attached to my top shot on my bottom rod. All hang crank, 300 to 400 feet of water.
If some of you guys are wondering who tied that awesome chicken rig,
Not me.
that's my high school level from pudding. Ton of fish tank. That's how you do it. That's how you do it.
Okay. He's on there now.
Yeah, he's on there now.
Oh, he's jigging. Nice fish. All right, final fish coming up. This is how you get big muscles, men.
This is going to be the lunker of the
Oh,
day.
he's really digging.
Maybe you're just weak.
I ain't weak.
You better stop looking at me and start reeling that fish. You got a lunker on there, girl. This is going to be a world record. Hand crank. Captain Pat's going to be, Captain Peter is going to be so proud of us.
Yes.
I think it's one. It's one monster, though. It's a freaking, looks like a mutton. It's so big.
Oh, oh, yes. Yes, he ate the circle hook.
Exactly,
Yes.
because I'm the man.
You're telling me to set the hook on a circle hook. Oh, hell yes.
That is a
Oops,
nice
I
one.
didn't mean to curse. Heck yeah, dude.
Hold them up so the fans can see them.
I'm going to post on the Fishing Lure app exactly the details of where we're doing this
We
and
know.
how we're doing this and all that good stuff.
That's a nice fish.
Beautiful. They're so pretty and they're so delicious. Very similar to a yellowtail snapper as far as taste. Let's dive right into filleting this snapper, y'all. I've got my 7-inch blade today, and just like any other fish I would fillet, pretty simple, just nice clean cuts. But I also want to mention really quick, here come the holidays and here comes Black Friday and all awesome stuff coming up ahead. But I want you guys to check out my website, darcizzleoffshore.com, for awesome custom-made sterling silver necklaces that I hand make myself, just like this beautiful sailfish pendant that I'm wearing. And don't forget about the stone crab claw necklaces that I also make myself out of the stone crabs that we harvest. So if you're interested in stuff made by me, as well as my 2021 calendars, my awesome fish hook and anchor bracelets, all these things I sell on my website, custom made to what you would like. I would highly appreciate it if you guys go check it out. They're great stocking stuffer gifts and great gifts for the outdoors person, men and women alike. All right, so we're just making this cut. And this fish is actually fairly easy to fillet. They're not very tough like a mutton snapper. They're actually very similar to like a yellowtail snapper. And the meat kind of falls right off the skin. It's just delicious, kind of falls apart in your mouth. It's so amazing. We're just gonna flip it over and do the same exact thing real quick, knock off both these sides, and then just make that cut. Go up, turn your knife around, make that cut, and then go straight down the back, of course. And I just love the flex in this blade. I can really follow the bones really well, and you just kind of feel with your knife where you're cutting. And just like this, I'm using the blade, getting nice and close to the edge, and getting all the meat as possible. And don't forget about the codes, guys, for these awesome knives as well, because you guys always ask me what fillet knives I'm using. My code, Darcizzle15, for 15% off your purchase, plus free shipping on Smith's website. And they have a lot of awesome knife sharpeners, like that diamond steel one I've got right in front of me. But awesome stuff for everybody hunting and fishing alike. And now let's knock off this other side, and then we're all set. We'll skin this bad boy. This is a really nice vermilion beeliner. I'm actually not sure why they're called beeliners, but that's another common name for these guys. All right, there we go. Just knocked off both sides. He's done. Same exact knife. I'm just gonna go ahead and skin him. Pretty easy to skin. Just get right close to that skin there, and then just slide it right down. And I know this looks weird to y'all, but I'm left-handed, so sorry. Get that pin bone out. Boom, done. Beautiful vermilion snapper fillet. That is a beautiful fillet right there. That is gonna be one heck of a meal. All right, guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish up this fish, finish up the rest of the fish since we caught our limit on the hand crank, and then I'm gonna meet you guys in the house for the cooking with pudding portion of this video.
All right, guys. Another great job, Darcizzle, filleting those fish. Welcome to another edition of Cooking with Pudding. I don't have the right hat on.
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. Fail.
I gang busted this today. All right, so Darcy filleted those fish real great, and she filleted them and she skinned them. But what we did was, and here's a quick rundown on how I cooked it, okay? And you can use this recipe for almost any fish, okay? Any snapper. This is a snapper fish.
Simple.
In the snapper family. Simple and fast. I literally made it up from what I had in the refrigerator or in the cupboards. Anyway, so we did it on a half shell, which means you leave the skin on, okay? I just sprayed some of that Pam stuff on this big baking pan. I put all my fillets on there, or my half shell fillets on there, and then I just brushed on some butter. Really delicious, very good. And then salt and pepper, And Darcy gave me some stuff from her garden. What did you give me?
Garlic chives.
Garlic chives, awesome. I threw those on there, and then you need a little bit of acid with everything. And instead of lemon, we had tomatoes, so I threw some tomatoes on there. Baked it in the oven at 350 for 15 minutes. It's thin fillets. It cooked really fast. Darcy, you can see over here, is pounding it down. It flaked right off the skin, no problem. It's absolutely delicious. I poured extra butter on top. Darcy didn't see that. I mean, it's super delicious.
It just fell right off, and all the bloodline stays on the actual skin. So you don't even, you just get the delicious meat right off the, oop, I got a scale there. But you just get that delicious, moist meat. It's just out of this world amazing. So good. Can't wait to go catch more snapper. It was a lot of fun, but thank you guys so much for watching this video. We hope you enjoyed it. All the links to everything we talked about is going to be down below. Please continue to pray for Megan. I just would really appreciate it, as always, guys. I know you guys are, but continue to pray for her because she needs all the prayers we can get right now. All right, guys, so until our next adventure, follow your dreams and keep on catching. I didn't even drink a beer yet.
Покупай хрустим магнит, добавляй в салат и выигрывай призы.
Good morning, everybody. Darcizzle and Puddin coming at you in our home waters today, and we literally have a tropical storm headed our way. We're under a tropical storm watch right now as we speak, and we decided, you know what, we need to get out here and fish before it gets really, really bad. But the conditions are pretty tough today. 30-knot winds in our face, and it's pretty rough inshore. Well, not that rough, but anyhow, we're having a blast. Haven't caught too much bait in my cast net, not having a lot of luck with that, but we got an incoming tide. That should change things, and Brian's fishing a popping cork over here with the shrimp, and I am fishing a shrimp on a jig, and we are just trying and exploring different areas. We've caught a few fish this morning so far, some jacks, ladyfish, schoolmaster, snapper, and that's basically really it. Oh yeah, and a bunch of catfish. But we're into the microfish today, and we're not skunked. That's what matters.
Yeah, they're trying to make something happen. Been 30 knots on our face for like 4 days now.
Yep. And it's only going to get worse the next 4 or 5 days because this storm is obviously approaching. So as soon as, closer and closer it gets, we're not going to be able to do our job for a while. So we're taking advantage of the time now.
Yeah, doing the best we can. And yeah, we're actually exploring new areas just right in our hometown. No matter how long you fish in an area, I've been fishing here for like 10 years, and it's still spots I want to try. So that's just what we're banging out today when it might be a slow day. So come along with us. All right, guys, this is the topwater jack spot from the other day. Let's see if it pays. Oh, blow up. Oh, had a good blow up. That could have been a snook.
Yeah?
Because it wasn't like so drastic, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It wasn't so violent.
Right. Oh, yeah. For sure. Huh. He's not that interested. He's not chasing it.
I got 2 swipes at this. I might be a snook. It wasn't that aggressive, so I'm going to throw a shrimp over there.
Oh, it's a turtle.
What?
The turtle just popped up right there. A little closer to the boat. I don't think that was a turtle, though.
No.
Nice! Brian's hooked up. What you got? What you got?
Feels like a jack.
Jack attack.
Well, maybe it wasn't a snook. Maybe just a lazy jack.
Nice.
Woo!
Good job. Oh, look at his tail.
Oh, yeah.
Big cut. Nice. Biggest fish of the day by Brian.
Nice. All right, guys. Go up my fish, Sizzle. You can see that jig right in his face. Look at his tail. All right, guys, let me show you what I used here. Let me just take this jig right out. I can't believe he's not flipping. He's going to flip and break my finger right now.
Yes.
All right.
Just being calm.
Nice fish. Now, if you guys saw the video the other day and we were talking about the ocean jacks, they were so white and their tails were not that yellow we were saying. So look at this guy's tail. See how yellow that is?
Very bright.
On the bottom there? I mean, it's very yellow. And the ones the other day were not as yellow.
So that's a river jack.
That's more of a river jack. I mean, inshore jack. All right, so he's gonna be crabbait jack. He just almost flew out of the boat. Darcy would have killed me. So what I did there was almost like a little bit of angling that Darcy would do. But you know, a lot of times you're gonna use lures because you can cast them really fast and you can cover a lot of water. So that's what I was doing with that top water. And then I got a bite. I tried to get him again, but he wasn't being aggressive, you know what I mean? So then you gotta throw something different, maybe something slower. If you're bass fishing, you know, then you throw a worm in that hole, right? You guys know that. And then, but I threw a live shrimp, and he's my little setup. Now, I don't really do these sliding bobbers very often, and so I haven't done it before, so I feel like I invented it, but I didn't. So I had no bobber stoppers, but I just tied a piece of mono on here with a uni knot, and that stopped it on there. And then we always have beads, so the bead stops it, and then my bobber, and then on the bottom I have a jig head, so you want a little bit of weight with this setup, all right? So the deal is, if you've never used one of these before, very common in South Florida. We don't use them ever, but we should. But see, here's the setup. You can cast this. This is the end of the line, so this casts super easy. And then when it gets in the water, the jig shrimp head drops down, and then your bead hits your bobber stopper. And I just hooked the tackle box. Look, so that's what happens. Goes together, and then this comes back, and it just stays like that. And then when you reel it back in, boop, and then you can reel it in easy and cast it again. So that was the system. Still hasn't caught anything.
Hard to feel the bites with fucking wind.
Easy the language. I have a video camera going, Darcizzle. Darcizzle, tough fishing today, as we said before. But we got this one dock, and Darcy's fighting the sheep's head. Oh!
Jesus!
You broke it? What happened?
I don't know. There was a freaking fish on there, though. Just can't get any break. Not one. I can't feel these bites.
Oh!
Yeah, buddy.
Nice!
Got him.
Sizzle always gets her man.
So I accomplished it. I got his butt. Finally. He stole so much bait from me.
He is so pretty, too.
Sucker.
He's a nice one.
Nice convict right there. Convict because, well, that's just a common name for sheep's head because they look like a convict. I caught him. Now, usually where there's one, there's more. And it's just really hard to feel these bites today with the, with the belly in the line and the wind, and it's just making it super difficult. And this fish has stolen many baits of mine, but I saw him follow out one of my shrimps out of the dock. And when I saw that, I was like, oh, I'm gonna catch him. So I hooked him once, and then somehow it pulled, and then I just hooked him again. And that is definitely a keeper. I believe they have to be 12, I think. I'm gonna double check. Actually, I don't think there is a size limit to them.
Nice.
So that's gonna be a nice fish sandwich right there. Look, he is really pretty.
Awesome.
He's from offshore.
Yeah.
Nice species. I'll keep him alive in the well. And let me see if I can pull another one out.
Как получить максимум от перерыва? Закрой ноутбук и открой Pepsi Max.
Get over here. That's a nice fish. Oh, it's a nice one. We're catching dinner now. Woo!
That one is about the same size or bigger.
Nice one. A little bigger. Getting a little more happy.
A little more. Look at your face. Look at her face.
A little more happy.
A little at his face.
This fight's just been so tough. And the sheep's head, this is the time of year that they should be moving in. Oh, wow, he inhaled that, man.
Yeah.
He wasn't going anywhere. And I
Well,
just,
that's because the mono.
And I just decided to change out my jig with a crusher jig that we bought in the Keys. There is my second sheep's head. He's definitely a little bigger than the first one. And just really pretty. I guess they moved in, which is pretty cool to see. And they're absolutely delicious. A little on the tough side to fillet. And again, they're just one of the bait stealers. They're really difficult to hook. They have these crazy mouths that look like human teeth. and they have really like crushers inside there and stuff. It's pretty wild, but they're just really hard to hook. So you got to use a tiny hook and really set the hook on these fish when you do finally hook them. A circle hook may work, but it's better to use a jig when you're looking for these guys. Nice. Let's get another one. We found the honey hole. I've been breaking my shrimp in half, so the last 2 fish I caught were on half a shrimp, and you can see this tiny little jig. I don't know what that is. I think that's 132 ounce, or what? How do you call it? 132?
Yeah, 132nd, whatever.
132nd, and then a little bit of weight to get it down, and then kind of just take the half the shrimp and rig it through his back, pop it out like that, and then I really shove the hook in there. And it's just completely hidden, and then that way he'll sink naturally, the natural presentation to the fish. But again, it's just really difficult in this wind because you should feel the bites when these fish bite, but at the same time, it's hard because you always have a belly in the wind with this crazy 30-knot winds in our face. So it's just making it difficult, but now I'm starting to get the hang of it in these conditions. Let's go. All right.
Another one for Darcizzle. I was like on the phone, didn't have the camera going.
Another. I have my camera going. That's okay. Quality fish.
I'm gonna take a nap.
Not complaining. I can't catch a slot snook to save my life, but I can catch a sheep's head. Oh, come on,
That one's
dude.
smaller.
Come on, dude.
He's medium though. I mean,
Yeah.
that's tiny.
He is
How big those gotta be?
He is a little smaller.
He's smaller, but he's not like small.
sure
He's like
there's no-
medium. I know. I'm sure there's a size limit, but he's over it.
Pretty.
Yeah.
Oh, snook just ate it when I was reeling it up. Woo, buddy. Woo, buddy. Relax. I felt a bite and it let go, and then I was reeling up, and the snook came up and ate it on 20 pound. Come on, buddy.
20 pound.
Yeah, we got him! Crusher dig, the tiniest little hook, slay snook. We got a snook now. The bite's only picking up this afternoon, which I thought it was going to be the exact opposite. I just thought it was going to get worse and worse as the day
Outgoing
went
tide,
on.
baby.
But we always love the outgoing. Yeah, that's true. And outgoing tide always works for us. We always start catching some decent fish. I caught those sheep's head. Look how he got hooked. I mean, just so perfect. He was not going anywhere. That jig just crushed him right in the corner. Let's see if I can get this out. Come on, buddy. But we got those sheep's head on the slack tide, and then it started to turn around, and now it's going out real good. And this, obviously sunset's coming, and these fish are just starting to chew. All right, I think I need pliers. All right, first snook of the day. That's a nice, healthy one right there. Beautiful, healthy specimen of a snook. And that's a common snook, of course. Not a keeper, but probably like 2 inches short. Nice fish. Not even gonna measure. He's probably 25. That's my luck. I catch 25-inch snook regularly. Always sucking. Let go, buddy. Ow. That hurt. All right, time to get some more. Oh, come on, dude.
So she's going to use ladyfish.
Oh, come on,
and have the
dude.
camera on.
No.
She's over here wrestling this fish.
No, you're not allowed out of the boat. No. Stone crab trapping. Can't get loose.
So you're going to jump on them.
All right, guys, it's literally picking up out here. There's literally a tropical storm approaching, but we just had 2 awesome fans come up to the boat, and they love our channel, and I actually met Jaden 3 years ago, and this is Zyson, correct? Yes. And he's gonna say something really quick he wants to tell you about. Shout out.
Could you guys please follow me? It's King_Jaden22R.
So it's King_Jaden22R. There you go. So I'll put that on the screen. I'm also going to give them Darcizzle stickers. If you see me out on the water, I will give you stickers, of course, because that's what I'm awesome and I love my fans. So there you go. There you go. And they're just asking me how we caught today. We're going to show them some of the fish. And yeah, so if you ever see me on the water, just make sure you stop by and say hello, because these 2 boys are awesome and they love to fish. Back at the house, guys. The weather is just continuing to deteriorate. It's even way windier than yesterday. But you know what? We made things happen on the water, and that's what matters. But we still got this Hurricane Eta, or Tropical Storm Eta, right off our coast, and it seems like it's going to sit here for the next, 7 days, which feels like it's going to be a month. But anyhow, we're gonna dive right into this fish, and I'm so excited to have one because it's been since like early spring or like March of this year when we last had sheep's head in the area. So I'm so excited to catch more. But real quick, don't forget about my website and all the awesome stuff we have for the holidays. Can't believe 2020 is coming to a close. 2021 Darcizzle calendars are available for sale. Don't forget about stone crab necklaces. Don't forget about the sterling silver necklaces. I have a wide variety of awesome nautical charms and pendants for y'all to choose from. Keychains as well, and paracord, fish hook, and anchor bracelets too, so check that out. But we're gonna dive right into this fish, and I'll tell you a little bit about what I did as I am filleting this guy. And I'm using my Lawaya today from Smith, my 7-inch fillet knife. And they're a little bit on the tough side to fillet. They got really tough scales, and they're built like this for a reason because they live by pilings, they live by structure. They actually a lot of times have rocks in their stomach from eating stuff off the rocks, off the crustaceans, off the I'm forgetting the name right now. The stuff that grows on the sides of pilings and stuff. Anyhow, all right, let's dive right into this though. We're just gonna stick the edge of the blade right in, just like that. You can just make that cut and avoid dulling your knife really easy just by inserting it through the fish scales, just like so. Turn your knife right around. But I was fishing a dock with shrimp on a jig, and I was actually just kind of looking to see what was in the area. Let me see if I can get this back through. There we go. Just make that cut straight down. And when I was reeling back up my bait to pull it back to the boat and make another cast, I saw a sheep's head follow my bait out. So I was like, oh wow, there's a sheep's head there. So once I saw that, I was using a jig like I said, but I went even smaller on my jig because I wanted to have the lightest presentation possible. And sheep's head are smart, very smart. If it's not sinking properly, it doesn't look normal in the water, they are not going to eat it. So I just made sure that I ended up reducing the size of the jig to 132 size crusher jig and put that out on 20-pound fluorocarbon leader, and after a few casts finally hooked a sheep's head. And they're, like I said, they're bait stealers, so it kind of takes a lot of practice to figure out when they're biting and then when to set the hook on them. And I like a small jig because it easily hooks them in their really tough mouth. They're the only fish that looks like they have human teeth. So now I'm just using a flex in the blade here and just going down and following the curvature of this fish's body. Oh man, this meat looks so amazing. So excited to have sheep's head. They are delicious. They also get huge. They get up to like 10 pounds. It's insane how big they get. I've never caught one that big. I think my biggest ever was 21 inches long. So I know I could break my record hopefully this year. We'll see. I know the big ones move inshore certain times of the year, so I'm really excited to see if we can get into some big boys. But I'm happy. This fish keeps. We got dinner, and we got a couple other delicious ones as well. And then just like so, just fillet that off. I really like to keep those rib cage bones intact so you don't open up the innards, even though I did kind of like right there, but that's not a big deal. But there you go. He's all filleted up. And you can see how snow white that meat looks. It looks absolutely delicious. I'm gonna switch my blade, even though I really don't need to. I'm just gonna do it. It's already clean and ready to go. And this is my 9-inch Smith fillet knife. And don't forget about my code, Darcizzle15, for 15% off all of their knife sharpeners and knives on their website, plus free shipping. So this is a great gift for your outdoorsman or your hunter in your life, and women, children, men, all that stuff alike. All right, and then of course pin bones right here in the middle. And just whack those out. There you go. Wow. You guys can't hear that wind, but it is howling out here. Hope we get to go fishing soon because it's nasty. All right, there we go though. There's that beautiful sheep's head fillet all ready to cook, boneless, skinless, and it's gonna be delicious. All right, sweet. So I hope I kind of explained that correctly on how I was fishing for these fish, but if you have, of course, any questions, be sure to leave them down below. I'll be happy to answer them for you. All right, but I'm gonna go ahead and finish up the other side of this fish, and then I'll meet you guys in the house for the cooking with pudding portion of this video.
Thanks so much, Darcizzle, for filleting up those sheep's heads, the fish with the human teeth. Welcome, guys, to another edition of Cooking with Pudding. And today, even Darcy's laughing at that one. And thank you, Darcy, behind the camera as well. So you're switching from filleting to photography or videography. All right, so today, I'm gonna do a little bit more presentation. I'm gonna keep it nice and quick though, and we're doing a lemon basil cream sauce. All right, I got all the ingredients all laid out already. We got a pan up to high. We got lemon and butter in here. We're gonna basically just sear this fish on each side for about 2 or 3 minutes. You get some close-ups in here, Sizzle. All right, guys, we're back. It's been about 3 minutes, and of course, it's gonna vary on how thick your fish is, but take a look real quick. I just wanna show you, I got some white coming around the edges, so that means it's time to flip, all right? So we're just gonna flip it. All right, guys, that cooked really fast, so I'm gonna take that off. And I'm gonna cook the remainder of my fish here. I got a couple extra pieces I'm gonna throw in the pan, and then we're gonna get to the sauce. All right, guys, I got my extra pieces done. Now, one thing I liked about this recipe is, you know, Puddin' always likes to do everything super easy, right? And super yummy, and super well cooked, and kind of low diet, right? Like kind of low fat or whatever. So we got cream in this, but it's not too bad. First thing we're gonna do, we're using the same pan. That's what really turned me on about this. We're gonna lower the heat to about medium. Should have done that before I put the lemon in, but I just added lemon in the same pan to all that nice fish fat I had in there, okay? And of course, leftover olive oil and the butter. So we're gonna whisk in the lemon juice, and then we're gonna whisk in some heavy cream. Nice. We're just gonna let this reduce, right? Whisk it in nice. And then, this is basil from Darcy's garden, literally fresh basil. She's got monstrous pieces in there, but we love basil. Whisk that all together. Come look in here, Darcizzle. It's gonna take about a minute, and this is just gonna thicken up, and it's gonna be a nice sauce for that fish. All right, Darcizzle, let's see how it is.
Let's taste it.
I may have had a taste.
I love the cream sauce. We usually make like a lot more, so this is like perfect amount. Little serving.
This is our lunch. We have a sheep's head and lemon basil cream sauce.
Yeah.
Darcy loves lemon and I love cream, so this is perfect for us. How's it taste? It is super good.
You get a little bit of that potent like lemon in your mouth at first, but it really goes well with the basil and the cream. It's yummy.
Yeah.
Super good. Thank you, Puddin'. Crushed it again. Simple, easy recipe. And just keeping it low on the cream for his diet.
Yeah, as long as I'm not having big potatoes and rice with it, I'm fine.
Yes.
And part of the differences here today was we kind of seared the outside of that fish a little faster than I usually do. And I added some sugar into that sauce because I think it was a little lemony. But that's about it.
Yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching this. Looking forward to catching more and bigger sheep's head in the coming months. We got a lot of awesome fishing headed our way, so I'm excited. Just not excited for the cold weather. But thank you guys for watching, and until our next adventure,
Follow your dreams and keep on catching.
Good morning, everybody. We are headed out today. Very excited. Of course, got my brother Connor with us. We are headed out on a drive. We are beach fishing today. Really excited. We don't get to do that too often. We are headed up to Fort Pierce today, which is why that's a bit of a drive for us. But we are fishing with Captain Paul Spurko, who is a well-known pompano expert in the area, and he's actually an employee of Snook Nook. And he's just well known for, for fishing for those pompano. So I'm excited to meet him today, excited to learn some new stuff, and hopefully get on some pompano.
All right, guys, we finally made it. It's like herding cats around here with these people. Puddin', if you're new to the channel, my name is. Let's go, Darcizzle.
I'm zipping up my
Darcizzle
bag.
just peed in her feet.
I'm zipping up my bag. I'm
ready.
ready.
Did you just pee in your toes?
I did. Don't tell everybody.
I just told everybody. Everybody knows.
Everybody doesn't need to know that. It's TMI.
This is relatable, Darcizzle. They want to hear all about your life.
All we can do is come back if I miss something. Work, Connor, work. Nice. Woo!
Let's go, Connor.
Nice work.
Good thing we brought a Marine with us.
This is where all the pompano fishermen are. You can see them all with their rods out. We have made it. This is part of beautiful South Florida. Really light winds today, which makes me wish I was on the boat too, but at the same time, we don't get to experience the beach like this much, especially in the wintertime. Look how gorgeous it is today. We are blessed. Living in Florida, February, Beautiful conditions. Now we gotta find our fishing buddy, Paul. Hi. We made it. Yeah. Nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet
yes,
you.
awesome. This is my brother Connor. And he's
Hey,
in
Captain.
Brian.
What's up,
buddy?
My pleasure.
Yeah, we're excited.
How are you, sir?
Well, if you got a Chamber of Commerce day weather-wise. All my rods are set up the same.
Okay.
The farthest one north
Okay.
has just fish bites on it, nothing else.
Okay.
Usually on the second rod, I'll put a clam strip
Yeah.
tipped with fish bites. And then the last two, I put frozen sand fleas.
Sand fleas.
Tipped with fish bites. Now, I'll double it up. What I'll do,
Two.
I'll take the sand flea,
Yep.
put it through the middle,
Okay.
bring it around.
Ah.
Just through the shell.
Okay.
You don't want to break the shell
Yeah.
as much as you can because what will happen, it'll fracture, and sometimes you'll cast them off.
Got it.
Then, there's a big piece, but I'll show you what to do here.
Yeah.
You're going to tip it.
Cut it.
A small piece.
You'll see, these are the ones, so you can get away with half, but you try to match the scent to what you're using. Now, this is that yellow crab that
Okay.
has just, it's been on fire. I mean, it's out fishing everything.
Really?
So because we got a crab,
Yeah.
all crab
Put it on a crab.
we're gonna put the yellow on there.
Okay.
You know, usually I'll put easy flea on her, which is the sand flea scent.
Yeah.
But it's
That's been
boy,
hot.
This yellow's been the bait.
Interesting. So crazy how that changes.
And you use white, you know, the float's white, this, that, and the other thing, but the chartreuse has
Killing it too?
been the color.
Okay.
It's been the color.
All right, cool. I've got like all the fish bite colors except the yellow one, but that's okay. That's okay.
We got plenty of bait, don't we?
We're good, we're good.
Yeah,
We're good to go. We got the expert, the fish bite expert right here. All right, sweet. Okay, yes. Bar. All right. You can see the bar too, like
Yeah.
just before the bar. All right, guys, we just got our line set up. We got 2 out with stakes. Now it's just a waiting game. We're probably gonna cast around 2, but it's a matter of waiting for this incoming tide to really start getting these fish going again. They were biting this morning, so it's just patience. We gotta sit here and wait, and I've got patience. Just gonna have to see what happens. Just as we start talking,
Slow and steady
Okay.
wins the race.
And if it's the drag,
Tip down, tip down.
the drags,
There we go.
if the drag's pulling like that, that's fine.
1 second. Stop for a minute.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Slow and steady wins the race.
All right, guys, we got a fish on. We were just talking about why the pompano don't bite. It's kind of either on or it's off. And then I just was watching, we were talking to Paul, and I saw his rod go off. So now I got to kind of follow this fish, keep the rod tip down, don't want to lose him. Ooh, he's running. Nice. Point the rod tip at him, and then drag him up the beach. Woo, he's running. He's coming up. Now he's going this way, going south.
Use the waves.
Okay.
Real. Just walk back. Walk back.
Yeah, that's a
That
nice
is.
one too. Heck yes. That's what I'm talking about. That might be the biggest pompano I've ever caught. That is the biggest pompano. Dang, that's a huge one, guys. Look at that gorgeous fish. On Paul's pompano rigs that he hand ties and sells up here in beautiful Stewart. And look at this fish. I mean, that is a nice pompano. Heck yes. That's what I'm talking about. Woo! We'll get him popped off here. Circle hook doing his job right in the corner of the mouth. Probably like a 1/0 mustad circle hook. 1/0 mustad circle hook. Beautiful pompano. Heck yes. All sandy, but that's what I'm talking about. Gorgeous. Yeah, buddy, we got dinner already. Now I just gotta catch a lot more. This is so much fun. Nice, beautiful fish. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Got another fish on. Gotta really follow your fish here so you don't lose them. It's a pompano! Yay! All right, guys, so if you want to come out here and do this too, highly recommend Captain Paul Spurko of Captain Paul's surf fishing charters up here in the Stewart area. I'm going to link all his information down below, but he will put you on the fish surf fishing. It's a lot of fun, blast to do with the family, and so far we've got 2 fish for dinner.
Oh, there's the other one. There's another one. There's
Another one, another one. All right, back to back. We just hooked up again. You saw that. He was like, fish on the other line. I wasn't even paying attention. Pretty sick. Lights turning on. Catch a couple here, and hopefully we'll get my brother to catch a couple, and we're gonna have a blast. Have a yummy dinner. It's a pompano. It's a pompano. Woo! All right, Connor, you're next. Next fish, you get it. Let's go check it. Run. I just saw it tap, tap. Yeah, yep, keep it like that. Yep, now follow your fish this way. Follow your fish this way. All right, now you're gonna walk back. Hey, you did it! Woo! We got one, the smallest one of the day, but Connor caught a pompano. Heck yeah! I saw that rod tip bending just a little bit. It worked. Your first pompano. Heck yeah! We're gonna see. We're gonna measure him real quick right now. Connor, first rod. Go, go, go. Go, go, run, 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 run. Yeah.
Oh, here's another one.
Oh, front. Thank you. I was gonna take some footage.
Lights on now.
They're all on fire. Uh-oh. Help
Bluefish.
him drag it, Connor. Help him drag it, Brian. Grab the leader.
It's a bluefish.
Oh. This fish is fighting. I'm honestly not sure if it's a pompano. If it is, it's a big pompano. It might be a blue. And again, this is a great thing to do with your kids. Great thing to do with the family. In the winter time. In the summertime, you're gonna catch different fish, but this is just a great family activity.
That's another big one.
There's another big one.
That's it. Perfect. Look what you're doing.
Oh yeah, dude! Heck yeah! Solid fish. Heck yeah, thank you. Wow, thank you. That is a big one. I thought it was a bluefish. Yeah. I thought that guy was a bluefish. We're gonna get him away from the water. We don't want to lose this guy.
Yeah.
He fought the whole time.
All done with water.
Pulled drag the whole time. Just went for his last swim. It's a stud. It's probably my biggest ever. There we go. Look at that stud. Probably 2 pounds, maybe a little more than that, but that is a stud right there. Beautiful fish. I just couldn't believe how hard this guy fought. He fought all the way from start to finish. Awesome fish. So cool. So guys, you gotta come out here and do this with Captain Paul. I'm telling you, you're not gonna not catch anything. You guys are gonna probably get your limit. We're not close yet, but we're getting there. You're chewing. Run, 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 run. Get it, get it, get it. Connor's hooked up. Yeah, another nice one. Good job, Connor. Heck yeah. It's another one. This is so much fun. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Fish after fish now. Non-stop. Oh, there's one on that one too.
Connor, you gotta go, gotta go.
Get that one, Connor. Fish on that last one. Definitely a fish. Doubled up, doubled up. Oh no. I think I maybe
You
it
blew
wasn't
it.
there. Nice, nice, nice. That's a nice one. Nice. All right, Connor was just in the middle of flying his drone, getting some shots of me catching one. We just caught one. I reeled in the other line. There was no fish there, but Connor just caught one. Now he's going to get his drone. This is crazy. Fish is on fire now. We got a minor moon phase going on that just began. And usually we look at that stuff. We look at the minor and the major moon phases. Sorry, I'm very excited. These fish are just so delicious. Can't wait for this catch, clean, cook, guys. It's gonna be epic. But yeah, we look at the minor and major moon phases on the Fish Angler app, and that's how you can tell when these fish are gonna chew. So now that we have a minor, they're just biting left and right. Where our little rods that we don't have the proper surf casting rods are getting bit too. So when they're chewing, they're chewing. Another beautiful fish. Just look how cool they are. I love their little mouths. So cool. Such a fun fight too. And anyone can do it. That's the cool thing about it. Like I keep saying, do this with your kids. Get him in the cooler. Captain Paul Spurko put us on the fish. Beautiful pompanos. Heck yeah. It's a lot of pompano. All right, so we're wrapping up our day with Captain Paul Spurko. We had a great day out there. He said it was actually a little on the slower side for the pompano, but we had an epic day. We're not complaining whatsoever. We had caught so many pompano. So guys, once again, if you want to come do this with Captain Paul, please check him out. I'm going to link all his information down below. And it is Captain Paul's Surf Fishing Charters, correct? Correct. Right, so I'm going to have all his info down below, his phone number. Check him out. Highly recommend him. We killed it today. So thank you guys so much. We're going to meet you back at the house for the cleaning portion. We got a little bit of a drive to go though. All right, y'all, we are back at the house. It is time to clean our pompano. We got a cooler full, a nice grizzly cooler full, but I did get my hair done actually, so check it out. You don't get to see my hair like this very often. Woo, nice and straight. Very long. Everybody can't believe this is my real hair, but it is. So let me know if you like my hair. Go ahead and comment down below. I just like partial highlights and got a blowout, so I love it. But we got a hungry crew to feed here today. Gotta have my land shark logger, and this is why my hair is always up, because it's so long. And again, the hungry crew is Brian behind the camera, of course, aka Puddin'. Then we got Connor, my marine brother, and my cousin Tiffany is here. And we are hanging out, having a ball, and on the menu, once again, is the beautiful Florida pompano. So we're gonna pull them out of the cooler here. Pick a nice big one. I've already filleted a couple, but I wanna show you guys how I like to fillet a nice, big, beautiful pompano like this guy. Ice cold in the grizzly cooler. And that is the famous fish that everybody comes to Florida for. Usually when they're dead, you'll see a lot of yellow on their bellies. This guy doesn't have a lot of yellow, and he's probably your average 2-pound size, 2-pound fish. Not a bad fish, and just really shocked at how hard they fight. And gonna be using my 7-inch Lawaya today from Smith. And as you guys know, I have a coupon code available for that, but all that information is gonna be down below. So making a cut just like behind the pec fin, angling it up towards the head like so. Just like that, so you get that head meat. Turn that knife around, and I'm just gonna make a nice small cut underneath the meat here. One smooth motion all the way down. And you really do want a sharp knife. So I brought my knife sharpening tools out here to make sure my edge stays sharp, because a sharp knife is always safer than a dull knife. Now just lift up that edge, and you're just gonna follow it down with nice long strokes. This fish is actually a little on the oily side, really firm meat, so it's really easy to handle. And you can see that I have them ice cold in the cooler. So this fillet is just coming off beautifully. Can't wait. We're gonna have a feast tonight. I am so excited. Found an amazing recipe that we're gonna be using tonight. And making some fish sauce. I'm gonna have Brian tell you all about that, because I don't wanna ruin the surprise. It's gonna be so good. All of us are gonna be helping out. And again, we got that hungry marine to feed. Brian, and I'm gonna pig out too. I'm so excited and can't wait to go back and catch some more pompano. I'm so excited. Love these guys. Definitely gonna get some pompano, real official pompano setups. And right here by the ribs, I really do like to just keep that stuff intact. I actually did open it up a little bit, and you can see that roe. This fish has roe. So this is a female, but for the most part, all the guts are inside. That's what I care about. But you can see that sharp knife did the job. Beautiful, thick fillet. Look at that gorgeous fillet. My freaking fingers are so numb. This fish is super, super cold. But we're not gonna do much else to this bad boy. You can take off the skin, you can leave the skin on. It's really just your choice. A lot of diehard pompano fishermen will tell you that they actually won't even fillet the fish. They'll take the guts out and they'll cook them whole. There's lots of ways to do this, but again, the skin is actually not bad tasting. It actually adds more flavor to this fish. But what we're gonna do here, I'm just gonna take the knife, take these little rib cage bones out that I just accidentally put on the fillet, which is no big deal. Cut that out, the little bone right here. And then right here, there's some pin bones. I'm just gonna cut that out. This is a nice thick fillet, wow. Super white firm meat. But we're blessed to live here in Florida and catch these beautiful suckers. So there you go, that fish, that fillet is ready to go. Really thin skin here, and like you said, you can fillet it off. We did it last week, but in this Catch Clean Cook, we're not. So I'm gonna finish up the other side of this fish, and then I gotta finish up the rest, and then we're gonna meet you guys back in the house for the Cooking with Puddin' portion of this video and the delicious recipe we're cooking. And of course, everybody's gonna be helping in the kitchen. It's gonna be a ball.
What's up, guys, and welcome to another edition of Cooking with Puddin'. Now, Darcizzle's got me doing so much stuff this afternoon. I don't know what's even going on, so bear with me. I got 3 orders of business first off to talk about. Now what we're having Florida Pompano macadamia nut encrusted with a coconut lime sauce. I know it sounds delicious, and it's gonna be. So right now, and the recipe is gonna be in the description below, guys, so it'll be in there. So right now I got some coconut milk reducing, and we're gonna add some lime juice. That's gonna be the sauce. Then we're gonna take our pompano, and we're going to dredge it in some egg, and then I got a nice macadamia nut encrusted and panko breadcrumbs all mixed together, and we're gonna encrust it with that, and then we're gonna brown it, put it in the oven to bake it, final up. It's gonna be awesome. Connor is behind the camera. I wanted to mention that. Thank you so much. Back to the fish. I wanted to one of the things, the business I wanted to mention is our Smith's knives. Now, Darcy always talks about them outside when she's filleting, but they also have inside knives with these awesome handles. I got a whole block full of them over here. And of course, Darcizzle 15 is the code. You get 15% off on all these knives, everything on the website, and all the sharpeners, and also free shipping. So that's a really great deal. Again, link for that will be down below. And I just want to tell you really quick, they got a ton of sharpeners. You've probably been using the sharpeners for 100 years. They actually invented this one. This one, I don't use it in the house, but it goes like this. Actually, it goes like this. And then I use this Mesa one in the house a lot, which is an electric one. And you turn it on and you just go like this. Way to go, Connor. And that gets your knife really sharp. And they have a new model, which is not this one, but it has adjustable, you can adjust the angle on that, so it's really great. And just to touch on another point, when Darcy does a great job out there filleting the fish, she brings it in here, and then I use the knives to just clean up the fish and double check it, and mainly just to make sure I have even pieces to cook, because you don't want to be, you don't bake things the same time if it's 1 inch or 2 inches or whatever. And sometimes the stuff in here that's not going to cook right, like this little tail is going to cook like crap, and I'll just check for pin bones and stuff like that. Okay, so that's a really great product that we've been using. And then we got 3 new patrons since the last video. I can't believe it. And they are Greg and David and Tim. So thank you so much, guys. We reaching out to you on there for your incentive packages and all that stuff. And don't forget, Patreon, we have a live stream, and you guys know when that is. I think it's the 3rd Wednesday of the month, and we have a great time on those. Okay, let's get to cooking. Oh, one last thing I wanted to mention. We didn't mention in the video, and I was just working on the video a little bit, but the rods used. It's very important that they all use 15-pound mono and a 12-foot casting rod to get it out nice and far, okay? The 12-pound mono, I thought this was very interesting, and I wanted to really share it with you and touch on it, is the mono allows the waves and the wind and everything to stretch the line so the weight out there in the ocean, when you toss it out there, it holds the little rig, doesn't bounce around and bounce back in the shore, okay? If you do that with braid, every little nuance is going to hit that weight, and it's going to walk itself back in the shore. So you don't want that. So it really is a big benefit. Paul told me it's 5 to 1. He'll outfish you 5 to 1 between someone using mono and using braid. All right, that's what he does. Even you can just use a top shot of 100 yards or something like that. So let's get to the fit. Let's get to the cooking. I'm waiting on this to reduce, and then we're going to do the next step. The next step is going to be dredging and browning this fish. I put some salt and pepper on it. And, pretty simple, like we like to do a lot around here. We're going to put it in the egg and cover with macadamia nuts. This is going to be so good, Darcizzle. I can't believe it. Now, we left the skin on. You could obviously take the skin off if you want, but this particular recipe, I don't think it really matters. Oh, my, it sounds good. I have my timer on. All right, so I'm going to basically do this to all these fish fillets. We're going to brown them for about 2 or 3 minutes, and then we're going to bake them in the oven for about maybe 4 minutes, but they're pretty thin, maybe less than that. And we'll show you that process as well. But pretty simple so far. And Darcy's actually, I mentioned that sauce she's making, that's still reducing. That coconut takes a long time because it's a bunch of coconut and lime juice, and it also has jalapenos in it, so it's going to be delicious. We bake the jalapenos, and Darcy is right now out of camera range skinning those, and then we're going to mix it into that coconut right there. It's going to be pretty crazy. I got all that fish browned on one side. Now what you can do is just brown it in here and then put it right in the oven on this nice pan that you guys gave me, of course. Thank you again. But we have so much fish because Connor is so hungry that we're going to actually bake it on a big pan like this. So same thing, all good. That's only gonna bake for like 5 minutes. I'm not even sure it's gonna take that long because it's so thin. And as you know, I always tell you guys, 10 minutes, an inch. So that's gonna go real fast. Now we're gonna get right to the sauce. Sauce time, and I get to use, again, my Vitamix mixer. Did you guys know there's only 2 types of people in the world? One type has a Vitamix mixer, and the other type wishes they had a Vitamix mixer. This thing is incredible. But in here, we already have some lime juice and peeled jalapeno peppers and a little bit of salt. We're gonna dump this reduced coconut milk in here without making too much of a huge mess. Can you believe I didn't screw that up? Darcy can't. And then we're just gonna mix it up. Whew. All right, guys, we got quite a feast here.
Yes, we've been so excited for this meal for days. The only thing that's missing is my dad. I wish he was here because it would be awesome. But anyways, we're as a family here hanging out, and Connor's here enjoying the last days here, and we're having an epic meal in his memory. But we gotta try it. Let's do it. Whoa, it's peeling right off the skin.
Super delicious.
Delicious. Amazing.
Crazy. Alright, I'm just not gonna talk for the rest of the video. You guys got this.
What do you think? 10-10?
Oh, easily.
Easily a 10-10? This
11.
is really good. Connor said 11. That's pretty good. What do you say?
It's delicious. I know pompano, we just started catching pompano over the last couple months ourselves. I think we caught some last year, but...
Want to catch more?
Yeah, we're really starting to get into it. It's really great. The surf fishing's awesome. And I don't think we talked about where we caught the fish, but between Stewart and Stewart and Fort Pierce is like Hutchinson Island, and there's like a million little beaches along there that, some beaches are better one day and the other, so you don't really know, but so that's really the beaches we're at on Hutchinson Island, and also it's a great area from Hope Sound down to Jupiter. But and you gotta just try different little beaches, and there's like 20 of them there, 18 or something. So just go out there and do your surf fishing and have a great time.
Yes.
That's it.
And we have cooked pompano in the past, really simple, just to taste it for ourselves, and it's quite delicious. It's like it has a really flavor, like pompano itself has its own flavor to the meat, and it's not fishy, but it's really delicious. And we wanted to do something a little more extravagant, and it was well worth the effort here. I mean, you could taste the macadamia nut, the crunchiness to it. Everything is just amazing, and that sauce really complements it like so well. It's amazing. Delicious, out of this world amazing. Y'all gotta try it. Oh, so good. And until our next adventure, follow your dreams and keep on catching.
Go ahead, Darcizzle, start it up.
Good morning, everybody. As you said, Darcizzle and Pudding coming at you this morning from beautiful Stuart, Florida. And in the middle of January, or the end of January, it's nice to have a day that's not too windy, and it's gorgeous.
It's a beautiful day out. It couldn't be any nicer.
Yeah.
We're not sure exactly how good it's going to be for fishing. We got a full moon tomorrow, and there's a west wind, so we decided to stay inshore. So we're just trying to keep you guys up with what we're doing.
Yep.
We're just going to try and catch a variety of fish today.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm already trolling, and I got a line out.
She's already trolling. You should go to Senate Barracuda.
Yes.
We tried to catch a triple tail this morning. I didn't really see too much going on.
No.
We got the Spanish Max starter pack, so we're going to try different things. I got to turn the boat before we crash.
Yep. We always do this. Turn, turn, turn. Got one. All right, guys, we have arrived at the location to catch Spanish mackerels, also known as Peck's Lake, very popular area up here in Stuart. And we got tons of people here fishing on a weekday, and we're all having a blast catching Spanish macks for dinner. This is my biggest one so far. I already brought one in the boat, and Brian's way ahead of me. He's caught a lot more than I have. Woo, there he is. That's a stud right there, nice. He actually got eye hooked. Let me pull him off the hook, and I'll show you guys what he looks like. But they're super cool, super fun to catch, delicious. Doesn't get much better. I love their dorsal fin. They got the coolest looking dorsal fin. See that? It's got like white and blacks in the dorsal fin. Look how cool. Super pretty fish, like I said, super delicious, and awesome smoked fish dip as well as fresh. This is like the best, in my opinion, the best mackerel to eat in the mackerel family. Zero mackerel is great as well, but they're just so much more high quality compared to like kingfish. And I'm gonna bleed this fish. I'm gonna stick them right in the cooler right here, and we're gonna see if we can catch our limit, which is 15 per person. Come into the boat, come into the boat. Ooh! As soon as they see the boat, they do a head dive. We got another. Dinner's coming in the boat, slowly but surely. All right, so I've lost a couple lures because these guys have super crazy sharp teeth, but it's a lot of fun because they put up a heck of a fight, and you can see why there's 30, 40 boats here, you know, on the weekday right now, catching these fish because they're so delicious and fun to catch. And you can see this guy got hooked perfectly. Pop that right out. Nice keeper.
Nice job, Darcizzle.
And those little sharp teeth, see that?
Yeah, let's look at those.
It's crazy sharp teeth.
Hold on. Yeah.
They'll cut you right off. Wire, you can use wire too, but wire, unfortunately, sometimes they won't chew it, they won't eat it. But we are getting bites on 40-pound fluorocarbon leader.
Yes, there's a good point. You know, a lot of times when you read about these Spanish Macs, they tell you got to reel as fast as you can. If you're not getting bites, you're not reeling fast enough. But today, we've actually been getting them reeling slower and sometimes letting the lure drop. So it's, with the volume of fish out here, it's really great that you can practice different techniques and see how to get the bite, okay, out here. So it's a lot of fun for that reason too. And I caught the first couple fish on 40-pound leader, just fluoro, and now I'm down to 30 pounds because the bite seems a little bit tougher. Maybe something with the moon or whatever. It's a full moon today, like I said. And last time you used wire, so just whatever you can get away with and whatever works. So just try different things. It's fishing, right, Sizzle?
It's fishing, not called catching.
And you can see there's plenty of fish here. So you just got to figure out what they want right now.
Exactly. Check it out. I thought this was a remora. It's actually the world's smallest cobia. Look how beautiful they are when they're very young and very small. Look at that white stripe, but let's let them go. It's probably the youngest cobia, smallest cobia I'll ever catch. There you go, buddy. That's really cool. He literally looks like a remora when they're young. Very cool.
All right, back to action. So what I do, I'm using a bait caster also. This is a Abu Garcia Revo rocket and a Peter Barrett rod. So anyway, I'm casting it out. You really got to cast it out far. Let's sink. The big ones are on the bottom. And then I'm going to throw out one of these, just a couple of those. And just get a couple, 2 or 3 casts in there. Now I'm not going to hook up because of course you guys are watching, but.
I got one finally.
Nice, Sizzle. Sizzle got one.
Finally.
Finally, she says. Come on back, Sizzle.
I haven't caught any. Now I got to make sure a porpoise doesn't eat it.
Yo, I had one eaten by a porpoise. There's life everywhere around here. Porpoises and all kinds of stuff.
Nice one.
Woo.
Not as big as Brian's, but we're getting there.
No, you know, I'm pretty big. I got small hands. So we got really sharp teeth, but even a tough guy like me can just grab them like that.
Yep.
Get the jig out, and I switched to wire. So I caught a couple on wire so far. And there you go. And then you can bleed them. I just grab the gills like this.
Rip it.
You give it a little twist. Just a little twist. There you go.
They won't suffer.
Okay. Oh, mine, how'd this break?
No.
Did your thing hit it or something?
No.
Did I just step on it?
What
Wait, my
happened?
line just broke.
Was it in the water?
It was drifting like this, but it broke like up here. The whole thing's out. All right, I gotta re-rig my whole rod.
Shoot.
So that's how you do it.
Lose everything. Get up here.
Again. Seems like that fish bit my line off. It's got a line, a leader, a little piece of wire.
It's a big one.
A big one, she says. Get that fish in the boat, Wizzle.
I'm trying, Brian. It's a big one.
Holy cow!
Look at that monster.
It's a world record.
I got a giant finally. Yes. That was going
That's
real
the biggest
slow.
one I've ever witnessed.
That was going real slow. So Spanish Macs, like I said, they're one of the best in the mackerel family, but they're actually one of the smallest as far as their size goes. So this is actually a monster.
That's the biggest one I've ever seen.
And he is hooked really well. He wasn't going anywhere. He got hooked and then he ran.
Now let's get the hook out.
I'm trying.
Okay.
That's a giant.
Pull them up. Don't let them wiggle out.
Brian, I'm trying.
I know. Hold them low so it doesn't fly out.
Look at the size of that guy.
Woo!
He's an absolute beast.
That is big.
5-6 pounds. That's a solid fish right there.
Yeah.
I would say he's close to 5. That's a nice fish right there. Yeah. Big steaks from that guy.
Yeah, he's nice.
Yeah. Awesome.
All right, I'm back. We got wire
Ready
on
for
now.
action. Let's go.
Number 5
more.
wire. I'd go with number 4, number 3 if I had
15 more. Oh, there's a big shark. Oh my God, he's huge.
And of course, the wire, you're going to use a haywire twist on the lure, and I use an Albright on to connect the mono to the wire.
The shark turns right into the action. Get him, the shark. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Oh my God.
Come on.
Oh my God.
Oh my Lord.
That shark was just as fast as that porpoise.
That's crazy.
Holy cow. That was insane. I got him. I totally got him on film. That was crazy.
It's like Jurassic Park out here.
It is. We're having porpoises and sharks eat our fish. Got him.
Nice.
Get him up before
Get up,
shark.
Sizzle. You are reeling. Reel, Randall.
Oh, the big one.
Get him in. Nice. That is another giant, dude.
Another nice one. That was just real slow. Slow as possible.
Really slow on the bottom?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Slow as possible.
Told you the
He
big
just
one's on the
whacked
bottom.
that wire.
That was great.
Oh my God.
You know how many times I said they have sharp teeth on here? We even showed you a close-up.
No. The tag end of that wire just went right into my thumb.
Oh, that's a little baby cut. I toughen up when you're a fisherman.
Freaking A.
You'll be fine. It's a little teeny hole.
It's about half an inch deep.
About half an inch deep, but it's only a little teeny weeny hole.
And it went right between my thumb and my nail.
That's fishing. Oh, between your thumb and your nail?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the worst.
Like it's throbbing like crazy. It's not bleeding, but I felt it go right in, 100%.
All right, we're gonna pause for a commercial break. Well, actually, we're just gonna pause while Darcy gets a Band-Aid. Cause you did a little baby.
I'm not getting a Band-Aid.
You little baby.
It's not bleeding. It's throbbing.
Okay, Darcy's actually been toughing it out here. She doesn't feel good. All this stuff.
See that big old tag end of wire connecting to the mono? That thing went right between my thumbnail and my nail. So it's throbbing and it was pretty deep. Get him, Brian, get him. I'm filming. Your biggest one yet. Bring him up, bring him up. Oh, he's a monster. Nice job. Look at that tank. Oh my goodness, you won't believe this fish Brian just caught.
Woo!
Oh my goodness, that's bigger than mine all day.
No, it's not.
That's a 6-pounder.
It's similar.
It's a stud.
Yeah, it's a stud.
Absolute stud. Oh, he got side hooked.
Nice job.
That monster.
Monster.
24.
He's in the boat.
Got him. Nice. Get him. Nice. 25,
right?
5, yep.
Imagine what happens when you put in a lot of chum out.
Right. That's why they're constantly catching.
Yes.
No wonder. Just get the fired up and they're going to eat everything.
Oh, I was
Got
going fast.
him. We're going to limit. Nice one.
Decent one, yeah.
Nice one, nice one, nice one. Way bigger than mine. Crushing it. We're so close to getting a limit.
Woo, I got to scream like Sizzle.
Yeah.
Oh!
No!
I still got my lure. That's what counts.
No! All right, so we ran out of all those Gulfstream jigs that we bought at the store, but you can see that I just got a white bucktail jig that I found in my tackle box here, and I just run the 40-pound fluorocarbon leader. I did have a wire trace on there, but they cut that off as well, and I'm just gonna make a standard uni knot, no big deal. 4 to 5 turns. Cinch it up, tighten it, cut the tag in. And I just caught the last 2 fish on that.
All right, guys, I'm not filming a lot from behind the boat, but it's like you throw these minnows and they all come up, and then you just pull your lure through it and you kind of catch one. So I'm gonna show what's going on back here.
They're everywhere already.
Yeah?
Look at them all.
All right, I'm gonna throw, we just got them in a bucket like this. There you go.
I just went right through that school. Oh, got him. I was like, why did I not catch a fish? They were freaking going crazy. So basically, the more riled up you can get these fish, the better. Because if there's more minnows in the water and they're just actively chewing on them, you just want to put whatever lure you can in front of their face. And I just showed you that bucktail, and all different types of jigs that we got in the boat will work. And this looks like it's a nice fish. Don't come off, don't come off.
This will be number 30.
Number 30. Come here, dude. Oh, he's a stud.
Come on, Sizzle, do it. Woo!
Yeah, buddy. That's a nice one.
We did it.
You get my limit. Woo!
Nice.
Yeah, keep them in the boat. Keep them in the boat.
Then they get pretty flippy.
They do. Because you land them really fast.
Yeah, they're really green when you land them, so they're real flippy. So you got, sometimes they jump right out, especially when you got a flat spot.
Come in, put your fingers in their mouth like this. Only if you're an expert. And you've been cut. But I love that cool dorsal fin. 33462.
Now, I don't want to point any fingers.
Yes.
But Darcy ran out of gas on the way back to the ramp. Sizzle, make sure you put gas in the boat next time.
No comment. Thank
you so much. Seriousness. Make sure you have a Towboat US membership. The best money ever.
Yes. You just
right.
delivered some gas.
Right here. Thanks, man. And he's got a dog on there
delivered
too.
Some gas, and yeah, I called it. We ran out of gas.
She's
Very
in charge
close.
of the gas. Captain Darcizzle.
No. All right, guys, we're back at the house, and it's time to knock out this beautiful Spanish mackerel real quick. This is one of the larger ones we caught, and I just actually ended up weighing it, and it's just under 5 pounds after bleeding this fish. So, like I said, a 5-pound Spanish mackerel is a big, full-grown fish. They don't get much bigger than that, maybe 6-7 pounds if you're lucky. And you can see these tails cut off here, too. I'm sure a predator tried to eat them. But it was crazy that day because we had those porpoises and sharks and all that stuff. Actually, sorry, that was yesterday. But let's dive right into this fish. We're going to try it 2 different ways. We're going to try it sushi style, raw fish, and then we're also going to do delicious Spanish mackerel smoked fish dip. So we're going to show you how to do that back inside the house. But let's just do this real quick. Get a very sharp knife, cut up towards the head. This is one of the easier fish to fillet, I would say. It just has really thin skin, very similar to your other mackerels out there, like kingfish and cirro mackerel. Get all the way to the end, go to the tail, and very not so firm meat. It's just very similar to like kingfish, but it's way better than kingfish. So I can't wait to eat this fish. And we're just gonna follow the bones right here, and you'll see how delicious this meat looks. Looks nothing like gray kingfish or king mackerel fillets look like. It's very white, it's very tasty, very oily fish that's perfect for smoking. So I can't wait to have some delicious smoked fish dip. And just knock off this whole beautiful side. Of course, you need that sharp knife to get the job done correctly, and we just knock that off, no big deal. There we go, look at that. Look at that meat. That's no joke. That looks absolutely amazing, absolutely delicious. Looks like that fish had some roe as well. Oh no, that's not roe. Innards. Move them over to the side here. And then we're just gonna use the same exact knife and skin them. You can leave the skin on, of course, for smoking. For this particular fish, I'm just gonna go ahead and skin them because we're gonna have them as sushi. And then the other side of them, I'll probably leave the skin on so we can smoke it with the skin to help protect it. All right, same thing here. And it's just a little more tricky because this fish has very, very thin skin. I already cut through. So you just want to take your time here. And probably do this in sections on the bigger ones. But I keep it up a little bit from the top of the fillet, from the top of the skin, so that way you don't cut through the skin. And there is a little bit of a bloodline even after you bleed the fish. So I'm just taking my time here, leaving a little bit of meat on there. Not the end of the world. None of this fish is gonna go to waste, by the way, guys. We're gonna give it away to our friends and our family, and whatever's left of the carcasses we're gonna use for our stone crab traps. So not one piece of any of these fish are getting wasted. Do not worry. We kept our limit, which you're allowed to. And you can see right here, I left a little bit of skin on there, but you do that so you don't cut through the skin because it is paper thin, very thin. And then right here, the bloodline, of course, you're gonna get 2 beautiful loins out of this fish. You could just knock that out just like that. And then pin bones up by the head. And you just kind of pull that right out. You can see right here we left the bones in the front, and then we got a little bloodline left from bleeding that fish. So that helped take care of that when you bleed them right away when they're alive. And you can see these two beautiful loins. We got a bottom loin and a top loin. And I might as well go ahead and cut some sushi style pieces right now, make it nice and thin for Brian and for us to try in the house. So I'm probably just gonna try to get some of this portion right here. Just cut it nice and thin. Something like that. Put it off to the side. I'll knock out a couple more pieces here. And then we'll go in the house for the taste test of some delicious Spanish mackerel sushi. And then I'm also going to show you guys how to make fish dip. I got the sushi.
Thanks, Darcizzle.
I'm all set.
What's up, guys? Welcome to another edition of Cooking with Puddin'. So we're gonna try the sushi first, really quick. I made some what is this called? Sticky rice.
Yeah.
Just follow the package.
Mm-hmm.
And then of course, yes, we're gonna brine it and make a dip. I mean, make sushi. Yeah, make dip.
Yeah. But first, we gotta at least have some delicious sushi. This is my first mackerel sushi.
I feel it's delicious. I think it's better than the pompano. This actually kind of melts. Remember we talked about the pompano, guys?
It's very similar to wahoo.
It's very similar to wahoo.
Oh my goodness.
And remember, we said the pompano is a little bit firmer texture. It doesn't melt in your mouth. This melts in your mouth. We're not even using teriyaki sauce or whatever. Soy sauce. I need more.
Right. Wow, that is really good.
Really
totally agree with him. Much better than the pompano sushi.
Much better.
I think it is better than this pompano sushi. It's just different. I think the pompano is more of like an acquired taste for sushi, just because it's like crunchier to chew into and very firm. But this fish is the bomb as sushi. I'm just really shocked. This is the first time I've ever had it as sushi. He's choking on rice.
I gotta slow down. All right, so I'm gonna eat a whole bunch more of this, and then I'm gonna show you how to brine with the smoker, and then smoke and make the dip. All right, to get started, we decided to do it in this cooler because we had a whole bunch. We used about 3 gallons of water, spring water, and then salt and sugar. You can do a 1-in-1 and stir it with a ladle, actually your hands, and work a little bit better. Get that salt all mixed up. There's some sugar, and of course mix it up just as well. Get a little diluted in there, and then this is brining. Do whatever you want. You got lemons and capers, and then we just throw all our fish in there, and we basically closed it up and we let it soak overnight. And then put it on these racks and just pat it off dry, and then we stick it in the refrigerator to dry. Okay, and we're gonna do that for about 6 hours. You're basically going to dry these, or let them dry, overnight or until they form what's called a pellicle, which is just a sticky membrane on top of any sort of protein, fish in this case, and that's what the smoke adheres to. So it has to be like sticky to the touch, and you just kind of touch it there. And then here's our smoker. We just throw it right in here, and again, temperature like 170, but you just test it, and we'll be right back. All right, guys, it's done. We've had a temperature of 170 to 200 for about 3 hours, and it's not hot in smokers. You can just grab it and see if it's done, and it looks done to me. And it's delicious. All right, guys, time to make the dip. And you see we have our fish here, and basically you're just gonna start breaking it up. I mean, it comes right off the skin, and you do whatever measurements you want. We're gonna do 2 different things of it, a pound each. All right, here's our pound of fish. First, we're just gonna break it up so it's in little pieces. All right, then you start adding your ingredients, and it's gonna be a mayo base. This is actually mayo, sour cream, and cream cheese. And I'm making a dietetic and a little bit spicier version than Darcy is, and messier, obviously. But you can do whatever you want. So that's how I like to make mine, and you can always add more stuff later. I'm gonna add some celery. Hot peppers for me, none for Darcy. Onion. About half this garlic. I'm gonna add some scallions. And I don't know, for color, I think you could add peppers and red peppers and carrots. Stir it up. All right, totally forgot the Worcestershire sauce, dash, and then limes. We've got these little baby key limes. And of course, you guys can add more stuff later. This doesn't have to be the be-all, end-all. It's not baking a cake. It doesn't have to be an exact science. These little key limes are raised by actual key lime deer in the Keys. That's why they're so small. You can also add smoke flavor if you want to, and you can do that now, after, just depending on how much smoke you want, and also, of course, salt and pepper. But I'm going to mix it up again first and then see how it is. All right, I put some more lime and I put some more salt in there, and Darcy's physically laughing at me for all the big mess I'm making. That's her spraying Lysol. Apparently there's fish all over the floor, and not to mention mayo. All right, Darcizzle, time for the taste test.
Let's do it.
Of course, fish dip goes great with, you know what. But while Darcizzle's trying that, you know, this is a dip. You can do whatever you want with the brine and the dip, and then we have all sorts of crackers, and you know, I like to put jalapenos on it, and make a little stack with the fish and the jalapenos. And you can give, if you have extra, you can give this to your neighbors. So this is like something you can get rid of a whole bunch of fish. Delicious.
Super good. Love it. Can't get enough. I'm gonna eat this whole plate. I'm gonna eat more. And I added extra liquid smoke to mine to make it extra smoky. Brian didn't. And again, I don't do spicy, so no jalapeno for me. And yes, we made our own 2 batches. And that was a ton of fun. Had a blast. And all the prep and hard work that goes into this is just totally rewarding and worth it, because you know you caught this fish.
Yeah, it's really good. It's something a little different you can do, and you know, and you can do it with kingfish and sailfish and marlin and a lot of fish. And wahoo is really good, and yellowfin.
Yeah, I also garnished the top with the cilantro.
Oh, nice, fancy.
Yummy.
So I want to thank some of our sponsors today, of course. Landshark Lager, as always. Smith's Knives, get 15% off. There's a code Darcizzle15 in the video description, of course. And the Fish Angler. And we're gonna put that spot, Peck's Lake, on the Fish Angler app. And also the weather, we get the weather from there a lot also. Those screenshots I showed you in the beginning was from that app as well.
Yeah.
And I think that's about it. Those jigs are from Gulfstream Lures, which I think is a kind of a regional company. I don't know, you know, we're not sponsored by them, but I know you guys are gonna ask where those jigs are from if you can't see it in that B-roll.
Yeah. And just go ahead and drop a comment down below if you have a question. We'll be happy to answer it for you. Thank you guys so much for sticking around to the end of the video. Thank you for watching. And we have a lot more epic adventures coming your way real soon with some really miraculous rare catches and things we don't get to see a lot. So get ready. Get ready for it.
Caught a big fish today.
Get ready for it. All because of me.
I can't get no credit.
You don't give me no credit. What bait did you catch it on? All right, here we go.
Until next time.
Anyways, until next time, follow your dreams and keep on catching. Cheers.
So good.
What's up everybody? In today's video, we go deep sea fishing and I catch beautiful mutton snappers and a couple mahi-mahi. Then I show you how to gut and pick the gills out of a whole snapper. Make sure you stay tuned until the end because we are going to crack open this salt-baked whole snapper. Hooked up this morning, guys. Fishing out of Stewart today with our good friend Captain Pete with Rainbow Runner Charters. And today we've caught a bunch of bait. So now I just dropped down a live bait in about 70 feet of water bottom fishing and just hooked a really nice fish. It's coming up though. And you know about the sharks, so I got to do this fast. Here he comes. Leader.
Get back up and I'll be able to lead it.
Okay.
Nice button.
Oh, nope.
You got it. A monster.
Oh my gosh, dude! What? Check them out. That is a stud for this area. Beautiful, beautiful fish. You guys know I love catching mutton snappers. It's nice to get one in the boat, not have the sharks eat them or anything like that. I mean, just a beautiful fish. He's gonna be awesome to eat. I want to drop right back down though. Let's get back on him.
Got another fish on. Let's see what it is coming up quick.
Yellowtail.
Yellowtail. Hey, that's a keeper.
Yep. Nice job, Darcizzle, on those bottom fish. Now Papa's got some dinner already.
Yeah. Oh, I'm getting hit already.
Nice. It looks like today we're going to do a nice catch and cook with that mutton. What do you guys think? Comment
think
below if you love catch
I think
and
the
cooks.
rocket launch brought us luck.
The rocket launch. I didn't even show them the rocket launch yet. Check out this rocket launch. That's what greeted us today, so that must have brought us luck. Those come out of Port, what is that, Cape Canaveral?
Yeah.
And it's miles and miles away, but you can see them all the way down here. It's pretty awesome.
All right, Mustad circle hooks today. I'm using a 6/0 inline circle hook. You want to match it to the size of your bait. Big, beautiful pilchard going out just through the lips like so. You don't really want to rig it up through the top of the nose because then that's how the bait will actually rehook itself and the barb will get reburied in the gill plate or something with it down in the current on the bottom structure. So you always want to do it that way to avoid your hook going back into your bait and then you're never going to catch a fish. So just had 2 more bites, but did not connect on those. So we're going to see what happens. We have nice current today, about 1 knot of current, which is like perfect for bottom fishing. And we're not using a lot of weight. So it's nice. We're gonna see what happens though. See if I can redeem myself.
You got him. Oh, that's a nice one.
Get up here. You're my dinner. Stay on the hook, please. It's fighting like it's a snapper. So this is a team effort. Once I get the fish up and with the weight, I got like a 15-foot leader with the live bait. I see color. And Captain Pete's gonna help me hand line the rest in here. Here we go, here we go. Another beautiful mutton snapper. Yes.
That was close.
He's gonna be close.
Yeah, he's gonna be close.
Very close. All right, he fought pretty hard for his size. Little feisty guy there. Circle hook right in the corner of the mouth. Let's pop that out real fast. Love these circle hooks. Easy release if we need to let them go. Let's get the official measure on them. They gotta be 18 inches long now.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, pinch the tail.
What do we need to pinch the tail?
Well, anyways.
No, you don't need to pinch the tail. That's 18.
I'll take it. Let's drop again though. Let's get him on ice.
Catches a limited fluke. The first 2 muttons. I'm going home.
Our fluke video just came out this particular week that we're fishing. If you didn't see that, check it out. But his brother was on the boat and he used to captain that boat, so it's pretty cool. And he is also a local charter captain down here in Stewart, Florida too. So if you want to go fishing, Captain Pete's your man.
Yeah, he's got it. He's got it. He's got it. He's got it. Oh.
Get up here, another nice fish hooked up. He's coming up now. Oh, it's so fun catching these bottom fish. They come up and they tap it a bunch of times and they come up again and leave it alone, and that literally took about 30 seconds and I see color. It's a snapper. Here he comes, here he comes, here he comes. Nice one. Hey. Oh, he just spit.
Because I was told I can't do any more berm videos.
Oh boy.
She's out fishing your darn worms. You got 3 worms, I got 3 muttons. It's 8:30 in the morning.
Right.
Is it getting boring? Should we do something else? Yeah, I'm gonna sleep. I'm ready to go home.
That is a keeper. That is probably 19, 20 inches long. He's a little bit blown up here and he inhaled my hook this time, so we're gonna cut it. All right, let's get him in the box. Drop him back down.
That look like a mahi.
Oh my gosh.
Right?
Yes.
It looked like it. What the hell?
Keep him tight, keep him tight.
That's a
You want me
mahi.
to film you?
Yeah.
Okay. He wants to catch it.
Go ahead. Keep pressure on him. There you go. My flat line finally paid off. Oh, I got my hood. It's hot out here, guys. It's hot. So I'm putting out this flat line all day long. I got bit off like 4 times by
nice one. Keep him tight, keep him tight. You got
by
it.
I got bit off like 5 times by kingfish. I just kept changing the leader. Changing the hook. Well, you got plenty of hooks.
Watch that gaff right there.
Not like you have a hook shortage. No.
Woo, nice one.
Yeah, it's not too shabby. See if I can gaff this thing. Control your fish, Brian. I'm controlling my fish. Control your fish. Well, that thing's
He's jumping everywhere.
He's crazy. That's one acrobatic dolphin, man. Captain Pete. Back up, back up.
He's backing up.
I am backing up.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice one.
See, Puddin can catch a fish. Stop.
Fish.
I'm not as good as Darcy at this. Nice. All right, guys, we got a little lull in the action right here. I'm just going to tell you about the rig I was using. I know you guys like to hear about that. This is a Daiwa BG reel. It's about a $100 reel. You recreational guys, it's really all you need. It's a great reel, great all-around reel. It's a great price point. You can get 2 of them for the price of 1 Zaragoza, all right? I'm using a Tsunami Airwave rod, which is a pretty decent rod. It's affordable. Of course, all this stuff you can find in Darcy's Amazon store. Put the link right here, of course, and link is always in the description. And I got some 20 or 30 pound braid on that to a 40 pound fluorocarbon leader. And then I'm using a 6/0 mustad circle hook. And of course, you're gonna match your hook to the size of your bait, all right? I put the baits, the hooks in the baits through the chin like this. Darcy doesn't like them through the nostril like this. We don't do that. Sometimes I just put them in the back. And that's how I caught that mahi. And Darcy's gonna tell you all about her bottom rig when she gets a chance.
So let me tell you about the rig that I'm using today to catch these fish. This is an Ocean Max 08 Maxell conventional rod here, a reel, as you can see. I have it spooled with 50 pound braid, tough line braid as the main line, I guess. And then I have attached to that a top shot leader of basically this is 50 pound. Top shotted it off with like 20 feet of that. And then it comes down and it connects to this little 3-way rig I have going on. And basically you can see here that the line, this is the main line that comes from the reel. I have a swivel here, a sliding swivel. This is a heavy duty mustad swivel. And I have tied on my little sinker here. So we can switch out the sinkers nice and easy. All you gotta do is just take this loop off and then tie on another one depending on the current situation. And also it'll break off here and I won't lose my whole entire rig, which is pretty cool. And then I have this bead in between the swivel and the next swivel down. And the only reason the bead is there is just to stop it from hitting into the other swivel and going over it. So it's just like a little stopper. Then tied with uni knots. You can see uni knot here to this heavy duty swivel to a uni knot. And then this is my actual leader for the live bait, and it could be a little longer, but I'm using about 15 feet of 40 pound fluorocarbon leader. And then at the very end, we've got my 6/0 mustad circle hook that I talked about before, and that's how I am hooking all these fish. So now I just got to get a live bait, send them out. We're anchored up, and we're going to try something different here. Before we were drifting, but now we're going to anchor and try to attract the fish to our boat.
I like that bait back there. He's on top. See him? See that motion back there? If I can get this bite, it'd be sick. King goes flying out of the air right now. It'd be awesome. All right, we spotted the fish behind the boat, chasing my bait back to the engine every 2 seconds.
Oh, missed it.
I didn't.
Smashing them up. Eat them. Oh.
Just ate him.
And cut off.
Oh, yeah.
Just eat him. Eat him. Here it goes. Right. Oh, it's running now. See, dolphin. I think.
Hey, tight or not tight?
I don't know what's going on.
Where was you screwed the pooch? A little out.
Unless he's swimming out the boat. That's the only thing I can think
That's
of.
one of the boat. I can see the line's tight.
Hold on. There was a freaking fish on there. We didn't know.
It's tiny.
Got a fish on. Yeah, exactly. And we got fish in the cooler. We're gonna see what. Oh, we got a dolphin, baby. Another dolphin. It's not gonna be as big as puddings. It's still a keeper. He doesn't pop. Yay!
Nice.
We got another dolphin. What an assortment of fish today.
Nice way to finish the day.
Check it out. Nice keeper mahi there. Definitely not a gaffer like Brian's, but beautiful, all lit up, going on ice. We are back at the house, guys, and I'm going to be doing a little bit of a different method with filleting our fish today. And we have selected a recipe out of our Margaritaville cookbook, and there's an awesome recipe in here for cooking whole snapper. So that is what we're going to do today. And first, I'm going to show you how we're going to gut this fish and keep them whole. So let's get him out of my grizzly cooler.
Grizzly coolers are made in the USA, by the way, and they're very affordable compared to some of their competitors out here, and they hold ice for days. We love these things. So we're gonna get this beautiful mutton snapper out of the cooler, and he's ice cold. So first thing that we need to do here is we are going to scale this fish. And by doing that, I don't have like a proper descaler or anything like that. You just use your normal knife. And I'm going to use the back side of the knife. I'm not going to be using the blade here. And so we're just going to get started, just like this. Scales going everywhere. I'm getting covered. Just scale them up. He's pretty much done, but you get the gist of it. I'm just gonna finish up the last little bits here, but we just scaled him no problem, real quick. Now it's time to gut the fish. You need a very sharp knife, of course, when you're filleting fish, but first what you wanna do when we're gonna gut him now that he's fully scaled, we're going to go through his anal hole here. I'm gonna run the knife up and cut underneath. And this part right between the pectoral fins is a very hard part. So you want to give it some force to break it. There we go. And then I'm just going to run it all the way up to his chin area. Just like that. Now he's fully opened in this whole area. And then up here by the head as well, I want to cut real deep because we want to break the gills out as well. So I just cut even deeper into there. So I opened up that whole cavity, as you can see. And oh, look at that. You can actually see my hook is buried in there. Let's get that out because I'm going to be rubbing my hands in there. Okay, we cut that hook to and put them in our cooler. So that's my hook. Pretty funny. All right, so now what you want to do next is right here where the gills meet, where we just sliced it open, we're going to cut right through this. That's why you need that sharp knife. You want to give it some force. And the same thing on the other side. There we go. Okay, now that that's cut, you can see the gills are right here. We're going to be ripping this whole thing out. Next thing what you want to do is you want to make cuts right here where his chin would be. You want to make a cut with your knife like so, all the way up to this point. And then same thing on the other side. Just run your blade down it. Actually, I'll flip them. There you go. Okay, so now that's totally separated. What you want to do now is you want to get your fingers in here, and it is going to be, you have to give it some force. You want to actually rip out this whole entire area. So when you separate this jaw area, this whole piece comes out, and then this is attached to the actual gill rakers. So you just get your hands in there. You just want to start ripping. Now that we got that separated, you can see the gill plates just separated from that whole area. Right in here, they're still connected to the inside of the fish. So I just want to take my knife and cut that. That's his stomach, actually, right here. So you want to take your knife and just separate that from the fish completely. Perfect. Now you can finish ripping. Get your hands in there. You just start ripping. And basically when you do that, this whole piece comes out along with all of his guts. Look at that. All in one piece, pretty cool. I'm gonna dispose of that. And you can see that he's now completely cleaned out for the most part. We'll just get this little piece left in here. But now this fish is ready to cook whole. All his innards are removed, his gills are removed. We got his scales off. So this bad boy is gonna be cooked with our awesome Margaritaville recipe. We're actually gonna cook them in salt, which is pretty crazy. But now I'm just gonna finish cleaning them up, and we're gonna meet you back in the house for the cooking portion of this video.
All right, guys, it's time for your favorite part of the show, cooking with pudding. And I got Carl's hat on again today, and I got a lovely assistant, Darcizzle.
I'm the chef.
She has women all these days. but yeah, she's been researching and doing all this great stuff.
We are very excited to try a brand new recipe.
She's very excited, yeah.
We are.
It's going to be great. We got a recipe out of this Margaritaville cookbook.
Yes.
And I posted this. Go ahead.
It's called Salt Encrusted Whole Snapper.
Yes. And here's our whole snapper Darcy just cleaned up. You can see you got it all gutted.
Yep. Gills removed.
No, hold on. I posted this book on Facebook the other day, Darcizzle, and everyone wants to know where to get the book. And of course, they can get it where?
On the Amazon store.
Amazon store. All right. So, and we'll put that link down below, of course, and it's right here how you get there. There you go. All right. So first thing we got to do is we got to stuff this thing with some delicious herbs and stuff, right?
Yes. Before anything else takes place, you want to open the cavity.
Opened up.
And you definitely want to get some fresh seasonings in here, mainly because even though we're using salt, the salt is really just acting as a way to cook the fish. It's not going to actually flavor the fish.
It's like a kiln.
Yes.
I heard it's like a kiln that bakes it in.
Exactly. So that way the fish is cooked perfectly and evenly, and it holds the moisture in. So adding the seasonings is very important to the inside cavity.
What else you got
That's done there. Lime, orange, lemon, and some fresh garlic slices. We love garlic, so I've got a lot of garlic.
It's a lot of Florida fruit you got there.
Garlic up in there. Aromatic herbs in first.
Aromatic herbs.
They are.
Okay.
Herbs. So I've got some oregano here. A couple pieces of oregano that I'm sticking there. And then I've also got some fresh cilantro.
You just throw it in a hole like that.
Yes. You can dice it or take the leaves off if you prefer. But I'm going to leave stems and all. And that way it just gets it nice and flavorful inside the fish.
Nice.
That.
Very good look.
And then I'm going to add the slices now. So we got some sweets, lemon and lime, sour stuff, and then the orange.
Looks delicious already.
This is going to be so amazing. Okay.
All right, what's next?
He's all closed up. Actually, I'm going to add one more piece. Okay. Next thing is to put the fish aside for a second, and we are going to prepare our salt for encasing the fish in it.
Now we got our big bowl. Now the recipe actually calls for egg whites, but you can just use water. We've done quite a bit of research, right?
Yes. If you don't have egg whites, you can substitute with water. I don't really see a big difference other than the fact that the egg whites might brown the salt a little bit more, but it's the same purpose. The salt's over there.
Salt's over there.
So you gotta use a lot of salt. The more salt, the better. So buy a ton of salt. I think for like 2 pounds of fish, you want like 3 pounds of salt, which is quite a bit, but you need it because you want the fish totally encased in it or it's not going to cook properly. So we're just gonna dump out a good amount of this. And we're using kosher salt. Doesn't really matter what brand. Kosher salt.
Is that enough salt yet?
Getting there.
A lot of salt.
Just under 1 cup of water.
Well, it's like making cement. You add a little more salt, you add a little more water until you get it right. Let's go. Next step, we got to put it on the tray. Here we go.
So we just added a few orange slices. Now we're going to add some lime. Then we're going to add some lemon. And now it's time to lay the fish down.
This thing looks delicious already, Sizzle.
It looks freaking amazing and it's not even cooked. Like, I want to eat it right now.
Yeah, it looks great. So now we just got to cover it with salt.
Yep, last step.
Pack it on there good.
Yeah, so you want to pack it. Make sure there's no cracks in your salt. You want them completely sealed and encased in the salt so that way all the moisture and the heat stays intact and retains inside the fish while he cooks. And he is going to cook evenly and perfectly. We don't need any of those cooking oils. This is as fresh as it gets. Healthy as it gets.
And we're going to leave the tail out.
Yes, we'll leave the tail exposed.
Nice. Now I think you got them all covered. Looks like a snowman. Darcy doesn't know what a snowman living looks like. She never made a snowman. You ever make a snowman?
No.
Oh, boo. You had a terrible childhood. But hold on, did you ever shovel snow?
No.
No, well. You win, I think.
I've only, I don't even know what it's called.
Snow?
Sleigh riding?
Sleigh riding.
Sled?
Did you do it? You went sleigh riding?
I did sled. Yeah.
Sled? You did sled.
I don't know what it's called.
Did you use a tube or a sled?
A sled.
Nice. Was it fun?
Yeah, and I remember my butt was so cold. It was numb for hours.
Well, your butt's hot now. Woohoo!
He was numb for hours after playing in the snow all day. I was like, I'm glad I'm just visiting.
What about your toes? Were they cold?
Yes.
So you learn a little bit about Darcizzle here at Cooking with Puddin'. All right, we got the thing totally crusted with salt. Time to put it in the oven. We got the oven preheated to 400 degrees.
Yes.
And it's going to be in there for like 15 to 20 minutes, right?
I believe so.
All right, let's do it. You're closer.
Okay, I'll open the oven.
All right, we're going to get some asparagus ready. We're going to broil it or bake it in the oven too. And then we'll be all set. See you in a minute. Hot potato.
Why are you touching it all hot with your fingers?
I'm crazy.
Oh, goodness. Wow.
All right, we're cooked about 20-25 minutes. And the way you can tell it's done is you can just pull the tail right off. Just fell right off.
Yeah. So you leave one of the fins exposed. That's what we do with the tail. It is hard as a rock. Crazy. You want to do it?
Ladies, do the honors.
Okay. It's breaking.
It's cracking. All right, it looks pretty good though, Sizzle.
Whoa. Whoa.
All right, we got our asparagus because we want to make a complete meal out of this. I'm just going to start pulling back the skin. And it looks like it's just flaking right off.
Whoa.
Whoa. All right, look at that. Whoa, that looks, look how moist that looks, Sizzle.
Amazing.
Whoa, this just comes right off, look.
Wow, it's so moist and juicy. That's perfection.
Oh, look. Easy peasy. You guys are always telling us to eat whole fish, you don't waste any. And here you go. Look at that. You guys are always telling us to eat whole fish, you don't waste any. And here you go. Look at that. All right, give me a plate, Sizzle.
Thanks.
There you go.
That's the most moist fish that I've ever seen.
It's really moist. It's like crazy.
I mean, Brian cooks pretty good, but this is like...
Well, you cooked it this
salt
time.
baked is amazing.
All right. I'm diving in.
Let's do it. Brian already dived in.
It's the moistest fish I've ever had in my life.
The salt just cooked it. That's all it did. It didn't give it any seasoning or flavors. The flavors are coming from what I stuffed inside.
Right.
It is delicious.
Very good. Good job, though, Sizzle.
Cooks it evenly and perfectly.
That was my idea for the recipe, but Darcy did most of the research and checked it out. That was great.
Believe it or not, all we do is go fishing. So it's nice to cook.
Yeah, we don't
awesome
go on
meals
dates
together.
or anything like that. We go on dates with you guys.
All we do is work.
We go on dates with you.
Well, he likes party night at the house. That's our dates.
That's watching TV
That's our dates.
and a land shark. Now they mention it.
It's nice to have an at-home date, though.
Yes.
Right? And share it with you guys.
Right, we're following our dreams. We're catching fish. Hopefully, we're inspiring some of you guys to do the same.
Comment below if you're going to use this recipe. Let us know. And thank you so much for watching. We really do appreciate you guys. Love each and every single one of y'all. And until our next adventure,
Follow your dreams and keep on catching.
Oh my gosh. Wow, Darcy. He took a ton of drag. Totally bent out. How did we even catch that fish? Let's roll. Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go. Getting bright out. Woo! I really am ready. Like Darcizzle. We're gonna have fun today.
She's on 10 all the time. Yes, so going offshore, we're gonna get some bait. Hopefully catch some fish this morning. Hit the sandbar, get back early. You ready?
Oh, heck yeah.
You gonna work on your tan?
Yes, I'm a bit rusty at fishing too.